Going to the fucking moon. Going to the fucking moon. Going to the fucking moon. Fuck Andy, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting damn tandy so soon. Don't be mistaken, the apes won't be shaking or breaking. We're going to the fucking moon. One day, very soon, gonna wake up on the moon. Brand new yacht and a McDonald's in my living room. Bright yellow Lamborghini, 50-meter swimming pool. Champagne every day, ain't fam, what you do? Wanna hang, wanna chill? Oh, you got a mansion too? Oh, that's right, held on tight, jack titties every night. We was in way back when they tried to chop it down to 10. Hedges couldn't comprehend, apes were strong until the end. Now let's retell it, Citadel they be sweating. Had enough of these felons, but the apes we rebelling. Cause we never be selling, till we send it to heaven. Now we be out here yelling, hey fuck you Kenny. Bought my wife a minivan to share with the boyfriend. But I pull up in the Benz, plate saying olive crayons. Going on an airplane, don't think we'll be back again. Celebrating every day like a fucking birthday. Fuck Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting damn tandy so soon. Don't be mistaken, the apes won't be shaking or breaking. We're going to the fucking moon. Fuck Kenny, cause we're holding on for dear life, getting damn tandy so soon. Don't be mistaken, the apes won't be shaking or breaking. We're going to the fucking moon.
One small stonk for man.
Today's expectation, probably more manipulation. FTD, your creation of a crooked up.
I was feeling nostalgic lately.
Got more dips than Trader Joe's. Oh, you thought that we'd let go? What the fuck you take us for? Holla if you spend your last dollar on bananas while living.
So I figured I'd go back to this.
We the smooth brain dummies and we never stood taller. Yeah, we do this for love and we do this for honor. Apollo 11 ain't got nothing on us. We the planet of the apes.
This classic.
We trust MOASS. How fucking yes.
MOASS.
Space go fire up the jets. Done my DD, call me out John Rocket Man. This is the way, gonna be gorillionaires. Ground control, major time, we about to have liftoff. Call us Neil Armstrong, gonna keep holding on.
To the fucking moon. Yeah.
Don't be mistaken, the apes won't be shaking or breaking. We're going to the fucking moon.
Happy Wednesday. I wish tomorrow were Friday. This is my favorite part. It's so bubble gum. Da 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 da. This is, of course, the Gorillionaires. The Gorillionaires. And their #1 hit single, Let's Fucking Go. Yeah. Their hit single, To the Moon. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and probably in AMC theaters. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Well, you know, boy, wow. This is a weekly chart of AMC, and I don't know what that line's doing there, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff on the internets about, you know what, I just realized. I'm like, why is there so much latency? It's because I forgot to change it to low latency. Drat. Well, we're on normal latency. That's why. Anyway, it should be more stable. Model 3 dude, what's going on? Manuel, what's going on? Chris, the loyal trio in the chat. What's going on, guys? Where is it? Well, there's so much good stuff on Reddit today. So much. MOAS or zero. This is literally my strategy. Well, that's typical. That's the ape way. Whispers on the street are saying hedge funds are furious and scared that they're scared that their scare tactics are not working. On AMC shareholders, they have never seen anything like this. Retail is buying and buying more as it drops. Oh, really? Oh, really? We'll take a look at that. We will take a look at that. Where is it? Citadel and BlackRock crashed a crypto stable coin. The notion, you know, I mean, stable coins. They crashed it to pay for their AMC shorts that they're losing money on. Wow. People are saying, I'm hearing. People are saying. Some have said. Many have said. Diamond Hammed Ape here. I'm 82% down, but haven't sold one share. Look at that conviction. Haven't sold one share. No one is fucking selling. Okay? Nobody. Not one. How? Here it is. AMC. No, this is not it. We're getting there. How AMC is at $11, not $0. They're trying to scare you into selling for apes that are new. This is a tactic of theirs. We are all holding until squeezed. Look up OBV. This is a prime example of manipulated FUD. And they put Charles Gasparino. Major brokerages say meme stock craze officially over with sharp declines in AMC and GME. Traders say steep retail losses on stocks like AMC causing retail to bail from risky stocks as prices of all assets normalize. Ooh. How can hedge funds be this dim-witted? I didn't sell at 72, 50, 34, 23, at 17, and I sure as hell won't sell now. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? You're teaching them a lesson. Let me tell you, you are teaching them a lesson. Run up begins next week. The shorts have been using crypto as collateral to deliver owed shares. That's how it works. All major peaks were after crypto dumps and BTC just hit its 52-week low. Chinese bonds cannot be used as collateral as of June, as per executive order. Next few weeks will be huge. Get ready. Free beer tomorrow. Free beer tomorrow. I will not use margin. They are dropping the price to try and get Apes margin called and forced to sell. Oh, look at that. Apes getting margin called. Why would Apes get margin called if they have long shares? Tell me you don't understand, you don't know what a margin call is without telling me that you don't know what a margin call is. What the fuck has just happened? All stocks just tumbled pre-market. Oh, well, yeah. I'll find what I'm looking for. I will find it. This one's good, too. I mean, I read this out earlier, 82% down. But look at this. They're down 36, almost 37 grand. Wow. At least they're on Fidelity. You know, it looks like a Fidelity mobile app there. At least you're on Fidelity. Hey, at least your shares went to the lit market, lit exchange. That's all that matters, baby. Those shares mattered. You know what? It might actually be. Here it is. We can just look at it here. How is Cinemark stock more than AMC? Half the screens and a quarter of the profits. Crazy manipulation via short squeeze channel. Cinemark is the third largest movie chain in the United States. AMC has 5 times the market cap. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, the video's in 4K. It's funny how all these AMC grifters, their video quality kept getting progressively better and better. Their audio quality kept getting better and better. When you saw them on camera, now they're in HD, now they're in 4K, now they're in 8K. They started out using a shitty headset like we use. Then they moved to a sub $100 microphone. Then they moved to $1,000 microphones. They broadcast microphones. Their shit kept getting better and better and better. As two things happened. The stock kept going down and down and down, and they kept making more and more and more money off of this grift. I will never go in 4K. Mark my words. It's amazing that I can even do 1080. If you only knew the infrastructure here in the Scott Allen control room, you would be surprised that we're even on the air at all. But Cinemark. Why is Cinemark not in the shitter with AMC? Cinemark's the orange line. AMC's the candles. And I can't help but notice, let me just turn it off here for a minute. So it's on its own scale over here. Notice that AMC was around $15, 2018. Let me turn on Cinemark. And it's actually $38 back in 2018, 2019. Here's COVID. Here's the COVID crash. They crashed harder than AMC did. AMC was already in trouble. Here's your AMC COVID crash. $7.40 before COVID, down to $2. Cinemark was 31, went down to about $7 bucks. Two different companies. I didn't even get that far yet to look at the fundamentals. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe. But it's funny, right? But Cinemark, what's that doing over there? Here's your Ortex update, too, by the way. We might as well get this out of the way. Where is it? 3.41 million returned shares. 8.96 million borrowed shares. Change of 5 million. They're moving. They're moving. Short interest 20%. At 20. Nearly at 20. It was nearly at 20 yesterday. Now we're at 20. Oh boy. While days to cover and shares on loan see another big jump. Days to cover. Right. Trading volume today was 58 million. I thought that there would be more volume, didn't you? I really thought there would. I thought there would be more trading volume, especially as this, and you saw how it touched like 1002, and it was like a magnet. 1002, 1001, 3 or 4 times. Well, this time here a few times, and it just would not go below it. And then this time they dared to drop it below 10. And what happened? It's like short covering. Continuing into the after market hours. Saw it here too once it got to 10. Right there. But overall, I thought there would be massively more volume. Although I guess it makes sense. Nobody's got any money. There's your 30-minute candles. Okay, so unfortunately I got it on low latency. I mean high latency. So I'm going to be way behind on the chat, which is I usually am anyway. And then factor in a mechanical disadvantage here. So sorry about that. I created a new stream key for this because I already have a stream scheduled for Friday, and you know, it's that duct tape bullshit, duct tape mentality over here. That's all we've got. Use all the duct tape we need to keep WKRP running. Correct. And big money's on the sidelines. So it's back down to what? 10, just popped lower. 1016. Aftermarket. Post-market, if you will. Just out of curiosity. Oh, look at that. Wow. And then it popped back down. So now, I wonder how many shares. I wonder how many shares Cinemark has outstanding. It's like everything, you know, we have to come up with an excuse or compare it to something. Oh, they only have 120 million shares. What do you know? And look, they have 21% short interest. So it's in the same boat as AMC. Why is nobody giving Cinemark any sympathy? And they're bashing it. How's that fair? Got upgraded by Credit Susie last November. 16 to 25. Upgrade. Neutral to outperform. Look, there's no insider trading either. Well, there was in December at $16. Executive Vice President Michael Cavalier. They're holding on to their Cinemark stock. You don't realize how nice that low latency is until you forget to turn it on low latency once. Dang it. It is what it is. So they also have 1/5 the flow. Tell that to Short Squeeze channel. Hey, Short Squeeze channel. AMC also has 5 times the float. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Although, I'm sure they don't need anything else in their pipe. Look at all these insider sales. Yikes. They're selling AMC. Well, they sold it. Sea of red. All right. So I figured I would come on to a, special occasion live stream here. I just got so excited. Because I knew that Joey was going to be holding an even bigger bag and all of the apes. Here it is on Twitter too. Yeah, this makes sense. Cinemark trading $4 a share higher than AMC. Makes a lot of sense. Yes, it does. I wonder which gold mine Cinemark bought. Right. Now, everybody knows Algo Hack on Twitter controls MOAS. Everybody knows that. Only him. Always him. Proven it for months. That's why everybody hates him. You're promoting something untrue, or in theory, selling a dream by saying MOAS for all meme stocks is a scam. This pretty much sums up our position as well here. It's a scam. It's true. I'm not short. I just like to mock fucking delusional losers who can't own their mistakes. Not a single share short in the past year is red. Not a single share bought long in the past year is green. And you weak bitches can't even own your mistakes. You invent fairy tales to cope. It's delicious. You fucked up. You got wrecked. You are in denial. It is amazing to witness. Sorry for your loss. Fantastic. Algo Hack is back. Short the VIX coming out with these obvious, statement tweets. Estimated short interest now 21.01% on AMC. Great. What does that mean? Who cares? Obviously, all those ortex updates have really helped you. And I was thinking about this earlier. Oh, Citadel scandal is trending again. Wow. Thinking about this earlier. When I noticed, you see this, well, you've seen it a lot, but you see these short covering rallies. Not just in AMC, but in everything. Broader market. Let's just take this here as an example. This is short covering right here. So, I was thinking about how this is incredibly easy. This happens every day. Happens every day. They cover at their leisure. And on a day when the stock drops to the lowest level since when? This is the true irony. Let me go weekly. I think Joey subscribes to the channel. I think he's a subscriber. How else would he know? How would he know when we're live? I think he subscribed and he clicked the bell. He rang the bell. He did. He knows whenever I'm live, he pops in here and shows his support. He says, "Oh my God, this guy again. Like, you haven't killed yourself yet, Scott." So, yeah, I think Joey Garcia is a subscriber. It's true. He's not a public subscriber. I looked for him in the thing. I looked for him. And the thing that shows people who have subscribed and have disclosed that publicly. He's not in that list. I didn't see him. But that doesn't mean he's not there. Does not mean it. So AMC is at the lowest level it has been at since, May of last year. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. So this is when it, this week, last year, May 10th, is when it started popping up in anticipation of this, whatever the hell this was. Let's throw the volume on just for comparison's sake. These are weekly candles, too. So this week last year, you had a weekly volume of 649 million shares. And now 142, 154. These are weekly candles. The last time was this March 28th, 689. But during the run-up itself, the run-up proper, you were over 2 billion shares for the week. But those are mostly synthetics. How can you trade more than the float? level you haven't seen since literally 1 year ago. And where the hell were the apes? Why didn't they show up? Where were the buyers? Where were the buyers? And I was thinking, man, they sure do a lot of talking on Reddit, Twitter, YouTube. Oh, just keep dropping the price. Just keep dropping the price, Hedgie. The more you drop it, the more I'll buy. The more you drop it, the more I'll buy. Yada, yada, yada. And, I mean, granted, it was over the average volume, 10-day average volume. That's good. But, I mean, were they all at work when that happened or something? Or I don't know. I thought, so point is, why, how would there be a short squeeze if there's no buying pressure, even when the stock gets to a low level it hasn't seen for 1 year? And shorts can cover whenever they like, and they are. And those positions are being rotated in and out because they're making so much money. While you sit there, while they sit there, the apes sit there, and you know, whoa, they're scared. They're running for the hills. Exactly. So it's just I was thinking about that when I was driving home. It's like, yeah, there's actually there really isn't a case. There's no case for a short squeeze at this point. Today proved it. In my mind, today proved it. Mr. Bad Back 007 is in the house. Most apes can't buy anymore because they maxed out their unemployment benefits. That's true, and they can't get it. They've maxed out their credit cards. They're basically sucking dick on. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but you know what I mean. So this short covering continued into the after hours, but and then died out. 15 minutes, the market after hours will close, and it'll be a new day. Compared to the market, which, by the way, I have the, let me make these a little darker. I have the option implied expected moves for the NASDAQ 100 QQQ here on these blue lines, which if I were, really thinking about it, I probably should have made these a little bit more higher contrast color. But I wasn't thinking about it for a stream when I did it last night. This is for the week. This is the weekly expected move based on the options for this Friday expiration on the Qs. So this was put in. This was based on yesterday's close here. So that's what this line is. This is the closing price yesterday. And the bottom line, actually, yeah, this is the 13th. Ooh. And this one is the 11th today. So I should have made those different colors too. Now that I think about it, it's pretty hard to see. But you can see that it came down basically to this line and skirted below it. Expected move based on the option, implied volatility, expected move. It went right there. And for the week, you have this difference here. And I haven't updated it for today, but we'll see. We'll see. Throw Cinemark on there. There's your Cinemark comparison. We can also do an AMC comparison. That is really messy. But you can, it's, how about this? How about the S&P? Same deal, followed the market. Negative beta, no more. All right, let's get into some videos. Let's get into some videos here. Model 3 dude says, do these fools understand that if there are any shorts that started at, say, 40 and it goes down to $5, $6, hedge funds win and cover at $6? I think that we have to start assuming that they don't understand how short positions work, actually. I mean, I don't think we can really make that assumption anymore. Because people are still making this stupid, uninformed statement about ortex short information, borrowed shares information, being quote unquote self-reported. And I literally had to, I didn't have to, chose to. I chose to. This guy here, well, that's me. I use Twitter like a boomer. I feel like I'm a boomer on Twitter. It's in this one. Hedge funds self-report with no oversight. They probably giving false numbers like a criminal self-reporting he committed a crime to the police. Now think about that. That's what they think. Self-reported. Self. There's only one person that can be self when you're focused on the hedgies as the ultimate criminals, the ultimate misreporters of their short interest. But alas, no. Hedge funds do not report what they borrow. I've done videos about this. I've been saying this for months and months because nobody else did. Nobody else will. Everybody just keeps repeating the same incorrect information, misinformation. And by the way, if you know it's wrong and incorrect and you say it anyway, you're a fraud. You are a fraud. Hedge funds don't report what they borrow. The lenders who make the shares available for borrowing are the ones who self-report the data. You can go and read about this on the Ortex website. It says that clearly. Yet Apes still think hedge funds report the data. I mean, that's a real head scratcher. But if you are, there's a theory here, right? There is a psychological phenomenon, many psychological phenomena, pathologies really at play here. But the one that comes to my mind is the ostrich effect. And you are literally shielding yourself from reality. You don't want to know the truth. You just want that confirmation bias. So, I think the Apes decided to fill up their gas tank and buy food today instead of buying AMC shares. I don't know why. They want somebody else to do the buying, clearly. All right. Where to even start? I haven't watched any of these videos yet, so why I went short. Oh my. Wow. Holy shit. Matt Kohrs shorting AMC? Oh man. I gotta see this. We gotta see this.
Both equities and crypto are getting rocked.
Now, if if I were a grifter, I would say my title would be Matt Kohrs shorting AMC. He didn't say that, so we don't know, but we'll find out.
I'll be letting you know what is coming on.
Oh.
It was basically...
Don't do this to me, Ken. Not now. Not now. Fucking 60 frames a second.
The CPI report.
How much weird shit do you think has happened on that couch?
It's a consumer price index. Not good. And then on top of it, in the world of crypto, things
Not good.
Are even a little bit more worse because of what's going on with Terra's Luna, and that's a stable coin, and that is currently in the middle of a death spiral. So those are two things that we really need to get into so you can better understand what the hell is happening. And if you apply it right, ideally you can make some money. You can make money in any current regime of the market. The upside, the downside, sideways, backwards, inside out, it doesn't matter. You can make money. You don't just have to buy and hold. That's not the only way to make money in this market.
You know, he's making a lot of sense. I'm not going to lie. He's making a lot of sense.
And honestly,
the apes should listen to Matt. They should go back to Matt Kohrs. I'm all in on AMC. We've been waiting for this. Yeah, but see, unfortunately, Matt Kohrs planted the seeds for this uninformed investing 1 year ago. So I'm not going to absolve him of those sins, but, you know, he's not wrong in what he's saying.
That's exactly why a couple minutes out, I think 5 minutes after the inflation report came out this morning, I went short against the market. The inflation came in way too hot, and we talked about this ad nauseum ever since last week, all the way up until yesterday.
Well, Bad Back 007 and I also did the same thing. So, you know, we're basically, we're you know,
yesterday,
for what that's
warning
worth.
Everyone, consumer price index report comes out at 8:30 a.m. ET today, so it's been out for about 32 minutes, and the inflation unfortunately came in hot. The way this impacts everything is when it's hot, that means that the Fed has to be more hawkish.
Surprised by
more
that,
hawkish
though.
allows them to battle inflation, but a side effect of that, a very important side effect of that,
was a weird edit.
is that it makes a less accommodative environment for the overall market. That's why you're seeing things get a swift kick to the ball sack right now, but obviously I will explain it in more detail in just a second. The consumer price index came out this morning, the CPI report. CPI is basically how expensive.
So I jumped the gun. I thought that I thought, because I searched for AMC, I thought it meant he was going short on AMC. My bad. All right. Manuel sent me a bunch of videos. This is one of them. Let's check it out. Shill Talk Daily. We just lost. Now, do you think he actually is saying that the apes lost, or do you think he's going to twist it in his clickbaity grifter kind of way? I'm leaning towards the latter.
Did we just lose? What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about losing AMC stock, right?
Holy distorted, overdriven microphone.
At the end of the day, a lot of apes are down big, including myself.
Well, it wasn't just at the end of this day. I mean, it's the end of many days.
Right? I did actually get into AMC, and I was blessed to get into AMC, guys.
Blessed.
At around $5 per share was my first entry.
Oh, fuck
averaged
off.
down, averaged up, and now my entry sits at about $22 per share. Down.
Well, that's pretty stupid.
More than 50% on my investment. That's a lot less than some people. Right? At the end of the day, guys, if you look at this person right here, down.
Listen to him making himself feel better. It's less than some people.
On about 80% on their investment, put in about $30,000, down about $23,433.
Jesus.
Of course, people have to understand their risk, right? So if you're willing to, let's say, put $100,000 on the line.
What? Okay. All right. I had to stop right there. Understand your risk? Dude, people were told last year by these charlatans, these grifters, fraudsters, liars, that they were buying a winning lottery ticket. It's the one time in your life when you know you're buying a winning lottery ticket. That's what these people said. They said that. Now, when it's down 78%, it is, oh, well, you have to understand your risk and see, I'm not down as much as some people. Oh,
should be okay with, let's say, losing 50% of it or losing 30% of it.
How about 78%?
Having that stop loss and having that risk factor. Now, for me, guys, when I got into the stock, I put in a certain amount of money that I'm not even going to take a look at it until I think that the price is right. There's a high chance the stock could go back down to 5,
you're not going to be looking at that ever.
10, to maybe even $1 per share, because we might be entering a bear.
And see, this is the thing. I called out the nonsensical FUD of Didi is done last year. They said that. The Kansas Five said that. That's where that kind of originated, as far as I can remember. The Kansas Five met up in somebody's solarium in Kansas. We can only guess who it was. We never found out. It doesn't matter. But they were in Kansas. Review Dork, the misinformed investor, Trey's Trades, Short the VIX, and Rogue the Legacy, who became, really the redheaded stepchild of the AMC grifters. Nobody cares about him anymore. They sat in that sunroom, and before they went on camera, they conspired as far as what they were going to say. They were going to present a unified narrative, and one of the major pillars of that narrative was the DD is done. Quit looking into stuff, okay? Would you guys just stop doing research? We already did it, okay? We're telling you what it is. Here it is. The DD's done. You're going to be rich. Just settle down. Don't look into it yourself. There's no reason to. We're not going to give you links or provide any sources. We've already figured it out. The DD is done. And that was, in my mind, that was a major turning point in this narrative. It became clear that these guys were grifters. Who in their right mind would tell you to stop doing research? That all the research has been done. Nothing ever changes. Nothing has changed. Nothing is fucked. Nothing is fucked. Nothing is fucked! The goddamn plane has crashed into the mountain. If you catch what I'm saying here. But they were told the DD is done. And you still see people saying that. It really is a cancer. The DD is never done. It's never done. It's not done for the market. It's not done for the marketplace. It's not done for retail investors. Everything is always changing. This is a basic fundamental truth of life. And to see this, A, being promoted so widely, and B, being adopted so widely, yeah, if you suspended your disbelief, then when they said that, you deserve what you're getting now. You do. You do.
Market. These hedge funds are getting higher and stronger with the manipulation because they understand this might be their last way out, right? Their last time out. And I know a lot of people are looking to potentially give.
I love when he talks about the hedge funds.
To potentially just give up everything and just keep on going. I'm going to tell you guys this. This game is a long awaited game by hedge funds. At the end of the day, they know that if they mess up, they could lose everything. This is how we're so happy.
Well, the Apes already did. They messed up, and they lost, 78% in my book is pretty much everything. You lose 75% or more, what's the point? You might as well just let it ride. An off chance it could reverse, I guess. But I don't see that money is not coming back. If you, generally speaking, if the stock loses 80%, it ain't gonna reclaim that. That's like an extreme Hail Mary. So yeah, I don't know. I love when he talks about what the hedge funds do and what the institutions do and all this stuff. Like some kid in his mom's basement here, with a somehow shittier audio than me. And he has no excuse to have audio this bad. He's been shilling this shit for a year. He has no excuse. Sitting there telling you what the hedge funds are thinking and feeling. Give me a fucking break.
Happy and we're excited to get everything. They're scared. They are scared to lose everything.
They're scared. They're scared to lose everything. Oh my God. It sounds like, honestly, Shill Talk Daily here is scared. It sounds like he's scared. That's why he's so animated and overdriving his microphone and inattentive to his audio levels. Adjust your compressor, dude. Throw on a limiter or something. But, the hedge fund's scared? No. That's an emotion. That's an emotion. It's a feeling. If there's anything that the apes should have learned by now, It's a successful investors and traders don't run on emotions. They don't use feelings to make decisions. They don't let their heart guide them. Right? They don't. Scared? Yeah, right. Okay.
Right? It's as simple as that, guys. It's supply and demand. We've been seeing a ton of buy orders for AMC, not a lot of sell orders, showing you that the retail investors are still buying the stock. And how Adam Aron did actually say on their earnings call, the retail investors actually own vast majority of outstanding shares. What that really means could be all, could be overall, could even be apes are buying synthetics.
No, it couldn't be all, or it couldn't, because we know based on the 13F data, 54.9%. There it is, black and white. Now in red. 54.9%. Now, it's going to be, it's not going to be too long. You already see a couple in here on the mutual fund holdings from this year, but that would be for Q4 of last year, I believe. So it's right, next week or so, you'll get 13Fs for Q1 of this year. So it's 45 days after the end of the quarter, right? Which was March, the end of March. So the whole month of April, half the month of May, you get your 13Fs for Q1 2022. Pretty archaic, kind of ridiculous, but whatever. Personally, I don't trade based off of what institutions are holding or what they buy or what they sell. The apes are obsessed with it. Anyway.
At the end of the day, I know all I'm doing is buying more.
Oh,
Stay green, apes. I want to know what
God.
you guys are thinking down in the comments down below. If you guys are sad, if you guys are upset, if you guys are pissed, comment down in the comments, right? Let's all have a discussion, because at the end of the day, we're in this together. If we all lose, it's all good. At least we're fighting.
I thought he was going to say if we all lose, we lose together. That would have been awesome. If we all lose, we lose together. Hey, guys, we're all in this together. If we all win, hey, we all win. If we lose, we all lose together. So let's have a discussion about that. I bought at 2, 5, 12, 50, 30, and back at 10 now. I'm good holding until I see my PT and profit target and know how this game works. I'm good holding until I know how this game works. Is that what you mean there? Faulty parallelism. I actually get excited when it drops so I can add more. Bad Back and I were just talking about this on Telegram a little bit ago, a few hours ago, 4 or so, I don't know, earlier this afternoon, about how they talk about how, well, actually, I drop it as much as you want. I'm just going to buy more, and I'll be on long-term capital gains taxes, so, you're fucking the government over, out of taxes. I am down 78% and still holding. Well, good for you. You're going to get a trophy for that. We can't lose unless everyone quits. Even if half the people quit, the other half will buy like crazy at huge discounts. Even with naked shorts, they will get caught. AA said, don't mistake our silence for inaction. We can't lose unless everyone quits. False. False. Even if half the people quit, the other half will buy like crazy at huge discounts. Also false. Even with naked shorts. False. They will get caught. There's nothing to get caught for. I just tried to buy 100 shares at $10, sat all day, never processed. Well, the price only hit $10 a couple times, but it must be because there's no shares available. Must be. Buy sell ratio again. They don't understand a metric as simple as this. Orders don't equal shares. Yep. The Fed is not going to save the market. Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully not, right? Fed is laying down, apes down and getting ready. Ready to ravage their prostates. Apes will learn you don't fuck the markets fuck you. Correct. If there's one thing the market knows how to do is give a good pounding. It'll pound you right into the wall. And it's good. It's good. It's good for you. You know, the thing is, you're supposed to learn from that. Hey, Peter, man, watch your cornhole, man. That kind of thing. Fuck me once, shame on me. Fuck me twice, kind of thing. Yeah. But the apes have learned nothing. And they still sit here and say things like, I'm down 78% and I'm still holding. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, well, let's check back in another, 2 months. See where you're at. Food Yummy ASMR. I am still holding and extremely angry, sad, and freaked out, yet I hold. Florida girl. I've seen comments from her. I saw comments from her last fall. Florida girl. Still holding, and she's angry, sad, and freaked out. I mean, you know, it's what happens when you listen to these idiots. I have bought more AMC. It took a long time before the order went through. Even the price dropped below my price. Wow. Wow. AMC retail holders lost when they started watching your videos every day a year ago. All hype, no real analysis, just reading Reddit and Twitter posts. You are lucky to be down 50%. Most of your subs may be down 60 to 80%. Yeah, exactly. And he even hyped that. He even rubbed it in their face. What a dick. What an asshole. That's not as much as some people are down. Yeah, the people that have listened to your stupid ass. Sparky Bukta. I believe that's a subscriber here of this channel. Yeah. We, the apes, are winning. I mean, this is a picture of delusion right there. We, the apes, are winning. Imagine being so full of yourself, so delusional to say that. We, the apes, are winning. Bodies are falling from up high and splashing the street with blood, and it's not ours. Just wait. This last week, I've added almost 1,000 AMC, and I'm at 4,217 shares. My average price has gone from $53.58 to $35.99. Buy the dip, hold, and you'll be rich. If only it were that simple. If only it were that simple. If it were that simple, to quote Clay Davis, if it were that easy, hell, if it were that easy, every pauper would be a king. He said that. I think he said that. Bad back, check me on that. Somebody said that. I'm down over 50%, just bought more shares today. It's the ultimate YOLO. Still holding. We only lose. Here it is. Here it is. We only lose. We only lose. This is funny. On multiple levels. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on now. Still holding. We only lose when we sell. Okay? Right. So if you don't sell, it's another one of those ostrich techniques. If you don't sell, you don't lose. The moment you sell, you lose. But if you don't sell, there's that sliver of a fraction of a percent. You know, like you got to turn on like 10 decimal places that you could still win. But once you sell, you've loosed. You loose. Hi, Lynn. Hello, Lynn. Hello, friends who are not down 82%. And Lynn, the stream is running with a major delay because I forgot to put it on low latency streaming. So my interaction with the chat is delayed. It's not the way it's supposed to be, but it will be Friday when we, by the way, Friday, I know probably all you guys know this, but Friday evening at 8 o'clock Eastern. 8 o'clock Eastern, Lynn. And I will not oversleep this one. Friday night at 8 p.m., we are going to go over the AMC earnings for this quarter, past quarter. We're going to listen to the earnings call. I haven't listened to any of it yet. I have not listened to any of it yet. So I thought it'd be fun to go back and listen. You know, basically the end of the week instead of when it happened. So here it is. Earnings 4 days later, May 13th at 8 p.m. So would like to see all you for that. And you can get that on the, you know, because y'all somehow tend to find it, including Joey, by the way. I said that earlier. I think he's a subscriber. He's rung the bell. He gets here faster than Model 3 dude does. And that's not even a dig to Model 3 dude. He just gets here fast. So he can say, "Oh, geez, this guy again? Oh my God." So, by the way, this channel now has 642 subscribers, which is more than I thought there would be. It's always funny to look at the comments sometimes. Anyway, okay, so you only lose when you sell. Okay. Yeah, you haven't heard much about that lately, have you, Bad Bag? We aren't in this for the money. We want to change the world. We're going to change the market. We're going to make it fair by handing the hedgies fat stacks of cash. We're going to hand the market fat stacks of cash, and by virtue of doing that, we're going to change the damn world. I love it. I love it. AMC, no way home. Been in since blah, blah, blah. 30 pounds. 30,000 pounds in average $11. Bought in at $5.70. Average up. So still in green. I am selling. Nope. But I am buying at these crazy lows. Made money on QQQ puts, then bought more AMC. Boy, that's crimes against the market right there. I'm now 40,000 euro in the negative, but I'm still optimistic. Oh my God. That's a European attitude right there if I've ever seen one. Seriously, right? I'm now 40,000 euro in the negative, but I'm still optimistic. That is a European outlook. And bought more shares of AMC. Let them push to €5 and I'll buy more and more. That is not. That is certainly a dumbass American outlook. I don't give up, and please, Ape family, don't give up too. I'm not selling shit. It is crash and burn for me or them. But see, it doesn't have to be that way. And that's not the reality of it. It's not crash or burn for you or them. The reality is it's only crash and burn for you. I am in this way too heavy and stand to lose a lot, but I will not sell knowing a squeeze is around the corner. Around the corner. That's like being in the East Village and you're saying that Columbia Heights, that you're saying that the Upper West Side is around the corner. Well, I guess technically it is. At least you know that. You can look at a map. Knowing a squeeze is around the corner? What in the fuck? No. Riskiest thing I've ever done, but I'm still holding. This is hopefully their last gasp. Last gasp of what? Why would it be with how much money they've made? Come on, Lou. Lou M, not Lou B. Don't sell. It's not a loss until you sell. There it is. It's not a loss until you sell. Keep your shares. I'm down to go to zero. I'm at minus 17K. Wow, that's something to be proud of, let me tell you. Change the title, bro. You gave me a heart attack. So, yeah, you got this one. I'm not selling them my shares until the price is right. Let them keep crying and blaming us for the tanking market. I'm laughing. Okay, Amber. Honey. Nobody's blaming AMC stockholders for the crashing market. I mean, it's good that you can laugh at this. You can laugh at yourself. But, I mean, come on. You know, 5 Gets You 10 says that this person, and I'm sure that she's a nice woman. You know, I have nothing against any of these people personally. You guys know that. It's not personal at all. But, you know, I would be willing to bet. I'd bet 10 AMC shares that Amber Stone is not an experienced investor or trader. That she is basically new to the market. Probably got in the market during COVID, as so many of these people did. Which, on one hand, is good. You're trying to invest in your future. Unfortunately, when you fall prey to these goddamn scammers, grifters, liars, frauds, etc., like She'll Talk Daily here, you know, and your conception of what even the goal is has been tainted. It's been ruined. That has gotten cancer, and it's about to die. They wouldn't let it hit $9.99. They can see the buys on hold. I don't believe that that's possible. It certainly did go below $9.99 at least once, so that's incorrect. All right. SEC enforce the rules. What rules? What rule do you want to be enforced? Don't let somebody sell? They literally want the SEC to ban selling, short selling. I don't know. Don't give a fuck about hedge funds and their greed. I ain't moving aside to let them feed the greed. They did this to themselves. Yeah, they did. They profited massively off of you. They did that themselves. Come on, guys. Come on. It's crazy, you know, when the most wise comments, the most erudite comments on a video are from the bots. Money is an issue that everyone has for a better and luxurious life. Life was hard for me until I started trading Bitcoin and now earning $8,435 per week. All right, one more comment. I'm going to pick a good one here. All right, I got it. I lost 1 minute. I gave this video that. Your clickbait negative titles have worn the ape nation tired. And I've been saying this too, directly, indirectly, whatever, you know, both ways, all ways, 6 ways to Sunday. It does not help anybody to have these clickbait grifter titles for these videos. It does not help. It helps their views, it helps their ad revenue, it helps their bottom line, but it's actually antithetical. For any of you apes out there that are listening to this, that means it goes against what you're trying to do. I got to remember. There might be some, you know, some people, some average downers, some, you know, buy and hold to zero people watching. Welcome if that's the case. Okay? And don't take it personally. We've all made mistakes. We all make mistakes all the time. It's how you recover from that. It's how you recover from it. And be thankful that you're not doing something like flying a plane right now. Because if you were flying a plane and you screwed up, the stakes would be really, really big. Right? Chances are you'd crash and die. You're not going to die here, probably. Hopefully. Hopefully not. Okay? But use this as a learning example. All right. Reality eventually will punch them in the face when Occupy AMC. Good question. Good question. All right, I see at least 2 videos that I want to watch right here, right now. Let's What's going on, guys? Welcome back to
guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got another very important AMC update to bring all of you.
Let me just say, it's going to be a bittersweet day when I come on YouTube and there's no videos by Short the VIX, and it's been months since he's posted a video. It will be a bittersweet experience, because on one hand, I will be happy that he's gone. I will be happy that he's not putting out these brain-dead videos on a daily basis. On the other hand, and as the people in the chat know, and I suspect is why they come back here, except with the exception of Joey, it is incredibly entertaining and hilarious in a kind of morbid way to listen to this nonsense. So while I'll be happy that he's gone, it'll also be a little bit disappointing, because I have been harping, I've been dunking on this idiot pretty much since the beginning of my channel, my first channel last year. He was one of my favorite targets, along with Roensch Capital, who, by the way, I'm going to look into him too, because, he probably went back to selling houses.
This evening. So what we're going to be covering in this update is a little bit of the technicals on what we're seeing with...
Are we going to see an ortex update? Are we going to see an ortex update?
AMC, but the main concept of the first part of this video is going to be a question that we were getting asked a lot today. Is AMC over? Are the squeezes done? Did the hedgies win? Are we kind of, at this point, holding the bag?
What do you guys think he's going to say? I mean, come on. We know you. We know you too well. Why are you even asking that rhetorical question, dude?
For good. We're going to go over all of that right now. But just before we get into that part of the video, I want you guys to think about a couple of things. One, what is the market doing? And two, what is the...
Well, weren't you one of the guys who was preaching the negative beta gospel? Negative beta, the market will crash. Yes, you were. I remember it. I do remember it, because I called it out then. We're ready for market crash. When the market crashes, AMC is going to go to the moon. He absolutely said that. Now, how is he going to wriggle out of it now? Let's see.
The data saying about the shorts on AMC right now. And three, what is the company doing fundamentally? If you think about those things, that's going to put your mind at ease a little bit, but more on that in a couple of minutes. We're also going to be taking a look a little bit of the ortex data on AMC, GME,
there it
and
is.
also IWM today, because the short interest on IWM is very, very high at the current time.
Great.
That's the Russell. And that's also an ETF that holds a boatload of AMC.
Here it is. They're using the ETFs to short AMC. I know it's gonna come out.
AMC is the #1 holding of that specific ETF. Now, in addition, we are also going to be briefly touching on the Citadel situation with Terra Luna.
You are not briefly touching anything here.
There's been kind of an attack going on with what's been going on with Terra Luna. It got depegged. It's been selling off massively. People are now speculating that Citadel and also BlackRock might be responsible for this massive crypto event. So before...
Imagine that, speculation. People are speculating. I've been hearing that. People have said, and I've speculated on, and this is actually, I actually mean this. I've speculated since the beginning. Short the VIX is a little Trump supporter. He's one of these like college Republicans for Trump. And if that's you, and you feel offended with me saying that, you can click that red X, and maybe it's red, maybe it's black. You can use Alt F4. You can hit Control W. Okay, all of those things will take care of that problem for you. But I'm pretty sure that he's some kind of, young conservative, because the way he talks, it sounds like some stuff that my grandparents say. Not in this instance. So
now, to as many people who want to learn, if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that to be been having with the 1348 trading strategy. If you do want access to all of the proprietary trading algorithms, make sure you check out that link to the Discord.
What?
To all of the proprietary success that people have been having with the 1348 trading strategy. If you do want access to all of the proprietary trading algorithms and the alerts, the private live streams, make sure you check out that link.
Oh my God, guys, you can buy alerts. You can buy alerts, for my proprietary algos. But, it's don't worry about the fact that we're fighting against an algo. No, it's a different type of algo. This is a proprietary one. It's never been done before. It uses 2 moving averages, and it looks up when they cross over each other. It's revolutionary. You can buy it.
Link to the Discord down below. So AMC closed the day today down 12.42%. So the first thing that we're going to kind of look at here is kind of those technicals and what the market is doing to kind of go over this question: is AMC quote unquote dead? Now, the first thing that we have to look at here is the 4-hour chart on AMC. It doesn't look good. We saw that run up, the halt day over here, and then we've seen a massive sell-off. But if you look at most stock charts in the market right now, they look pretty similar to this move down right here. Now, when we also start to look at these days right here, remember that March 14th day, the previous bottom that we had on AMC at around 1292, and then that run up here. Well, look at what the SPY did over here. Remember, March 14th. Now, when we come and pull up this SPY chart right here on the 4-hour as well, we can see that, let's see, right over here is the 14th, 15th. That's also the bottom. It fell a little bit.
It's probably not even a trading view chart. It's probably not even a trading view chart. He's using Webull. Like, okay. Whatever. Look, he's got a 13, 48, and 200 EMAs. And simple moving average 25. And VWAP. Cool. Like, all right. I mean, I hope you're right. I hope it is some kind of trading view thing.
Ran all the way back up. And as we can see here, March 29th is the halt day for AMC before it started trending back to the downside. So going off of that right there, it would seem that the reason why AMC has fallen so significantly is these overall market moves. The other thing that you need to think about here is the flow of money in the overall market. So when you start to see interest rates rise, lots of big money investors are going to transition into a strategy that is going to be more risk off or risk averse. They want to be less risky. They want the investments that they put their money into to be less quote unquote risky. And AMC,
I hope that he's going to pivot to explaining how he was wrong about this last year when he basically coerced a bunch of people to buy the stock when it was a lot higher by saying that when the market crashes, you know, it's going to send these stocks to the moon. I'm still waiting for that. I'm confident we'll get it. I'm going to adopt a European attitude and remain optimistic.
It would fall into one of those right now, a little bit more risky assets to these larger institutions, so it'll sell off a little bit more. Now, the second thing that I really want to kind of go over with you guys is the short interest. What we have seen today on AMC is some crazy changes in the securities lending market. So let me just refresh this page really quickly right here. We had 8.99 million borrowed shares against AMC today. 5.58 million net borrow of shares, 2.94% max cost to borrow, 2.23% average, 20.86% estimated short interest. So the second part here of the whole entire thesis of AMC and GME and all these short squeezes is, did the shorts get out of their position? What is this data telling us right now? Even the exchange reported short interest number right here that came out yesterday, 19.52%, that's showing us the shorts have not gotten out of their positions. They are still in this trade. Now, coming over and taking a look.
There are always going to be shorts in every fucking stock. Look, 19.79, then it goes down, or I'm sorry, yeah, it goes down to 20 from 19. It goes up to 20.28, then it goes down to 19.68, then it goes down to 19.35, then it goes up to 19.52. Okay? He's literally saying the shorts are still in the trade. Yeah, well, that's a fancy way of what you want to say is shorts haven't covered, but you're literally displaying information on your screen on your video where you can see the short interest going up and down. Now, I should not need to explain anything beyond that. I really shouldn't. If the short interest goes down and then goes up, what that means, I didn't think I needed to, but he's not going to spell it out. What I wish that he would do, though, is look at another stock, any other stock, besides a meme stock. Look at a regular stock, any stock on any market, not OTC, And let's see the short interest. Let's see a retail darling stock. Let's see a real popular stock with good fundamentals, with pricing power. That it's an inflation stalwart. Let's see what that. Let's compare it. Let's compare it to something else, and see. But they don't do that, and I don't have Ortex because Ortex is useless. Case in point. Utilization 100%. Shares on loan 139. I could go back through these stupid Ortex guy updates, and look through here. Shares on loan 139. That's today. 2 days ago was 132 million. Still 100%. That makes no sense. Ortex is FUD, and the fact that they rely on it so heavily, by extension, makes these guys complicit in the fraud. That's what it does. Ortex is a scam. And I really feel bad for anybody who's paid for Ortex, because these guys don't pay for it. They absolutely do not pay for it. They do not pay for it. Nobody would use such a useless piece of information, a useless data source, if they weren't being paid to do it or got it for free. Okay, that's the reality. Nobody would. And if they do, they really should disclose their P&L on their account, because most likely they suck at trading. Ortex
at
sucks.
GameStop, you're seeing a very similar situation right here as well. 21.58% estimated short interest, 13.6 million estimated shares.
And if you ask me, Ortex is part of the conspiracy to keep this thing going. They absolutely are. I have no proof of that, but it's pretty goddamn convenient. Right when things start to get, questionable, utilization goes up to 100 and stays there. Yeah, okay, right. Because they know that apes don't understand how percentages work. That's why they knew they could get away with it. Peter, the Ortex guy, not this Ortex guy, the actual guy who started Ortex. He's a Wall Street insider, probably a scumbag. He's a smart one, though. He knows he knows how to manipulate some data. Oh, yes, he does. All right.
To be sold short, 204,000 net borrow today, 8.6% max cost to borrow, 6.68% average. So again, on GME, they're not getting out of their positions yet. Now, the other thing that I kind of want to briefly mention on AMC's Ortex before we move forward is that these 5.58 million shares that went out on loan today are going to filter into this shares on loan right here. And we're going to probably see tomorrow that break of that 140 million, 145 million shares on loan. And that is going to start to lead to an increase in the cost to borrow, which could be really good for us if the cost to borrow stays high for an extended period of time. Now, IWM again here.
I wish they would ever actually explain cost to borrow. This is another one of my hopes. I really wish that they would explain cost to borrow and what it actually means, how to break it down mathematically, and show how much that actually equates to. I mean, I could do it. It's kind of sad that nobody, maybe they have at some point. I don't remember seeing it. Hell, it was months before they even explained what days to cover meant. They were hyping it before they explained it. And, people still don't really understand it. They think that it's, something that the hedge funds are looking at, like, oh my God, Goldstein, days to cover is about to hit 3. We better cover. We only have 3 days to cover. We're going to get fined. There's a lot of information on this. Value of Ortex estimated short interest. I like that one too. Ortex is really revolutionizing finance.
20.44% estimated short interest right now, according to Ortex. In the exchange reported numbers that came out, 39.49%. These numbers are astronomical. The amount of short interest in a lot of these.
Well, I can't help but notice that it was actually higher back in February. So why weren't you hyping it then, bud?
Big ETFs that are going to track given sectors of the market are wild right now.
Yeah, Manuel, it is an annualized percentage. It is an annualized percentage. So on a stock that's $10, 1%, you know, do the math, it ain't that much at all. It's nothing. It's not even that, it wouldn't even be that much for us. Well, for me, I don't want to speak for anybody else. Yeah, it's, that's what it is. Okay.
Now, I also want to kind of go into this Citadel situation with Terra Luna and how they could be facing a little bit more scrutiny if this story starts to really run. So what we're looking at over here is this is kind of a forwarded message that let me
make sure that it does run. Let me hype it. Let me repeat the fucking gossip. Oh, Jesus. I mean, first of all, forwarded from Anna. Great, okay? But let's just look at the beginning of this. BlackRock and Citadel borrowed 100K BTC from Gemini. It appears in their loan book. They swapped 25K of that BTC into UST. UST. You mean USDT? What? This was done quietly in anticipation of the attack. They called up Do Kwon at Terra Foundation. I mean, can you believe? I don't know if this is true or not, and I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to even I'm not even going to listen to him talk about it. I respect my audience more than that. You can go watch it on your own if you want to. Do Kwon, give me a fucking break. Give me a break.
It might have been BlackRock or Citadel, but when we
It might have been BlackRock or Citadel. God. Can you believe this kid just graduated from college, too? My God.
This tweet right here.
Obviously, he learned
Blockworks,
nothing.
Citadel shot down rumors that it was involved in the depegging of Terra in the Luna price collapse. Citadel Securities does not trade stablecoins, including UST, a spokesman told us.
Okay.
But we also know that Ken Griffin has said in the past that he is looking to get into crypto. We've also seen...
Yeah, looking to get into. That is kind of a future tense thing. This already happened, so now it's in the past tense. I mean, seriously, this is... Oh, God.
The strategic investment that was placed into Citadel with kind of the assumption that they were going to really start getting into the crypto market as well. So it would make sense that Citadel was doing something like this right now.
No, it wouldn't. No, what would make sense is for you to delete your channel, delete all your fucking videos, and go get a job doing something respectable instead of grifting people, misleading people with goddamn fucking rumors.
Trying fucking to make a boatload of money on something that could potentially be a quote-unquote scam or something that was a quote-unquote Ponzi scheme.
Oh, like AMC stock? Like AMC stock, that's what he... yeah, right.
But again, it's going to be very hard to tell, especially with Citadel kind of coming out and saying, nope, we didn't...
Kind of, yeah. I'll give you that. It's hard to tell if you're an idiot or not, or just a grifter. If you're actually uninformed and you believe your bullshit, or if you know that you're spewing nonsense and you do it because the money's just too good. The money's just too good. Short the VIX. Shart the VIX. He's a shart stain. That's what he is. All right. I'm getting a little worked up here. I'm getting fired up. It's been a while since I've really been fired up. Those who know my old channel can attest to that, I think. I used to get pretty fired up because this shit is ridiculous. All right. I'm going to go back to my my media broker, Manuel. He has got a bunch of things in the queue for me here. So let's move. Let's change gears. I feel myself getting fired up. So let's change gears to something a little bit more light-hearted, a little bit more fun. hopefully, and we'll see what Mr. John Wick Sniping has got to say for himself today.
I hate John Wick Sniping. Why won't his channel just die already? Ugh. Fucking guy's been right the whole time. I hate when people are right and I am wrong.
That's why people hate my channel and me. I know that's true. But I also don't go around and, you know, inflate my ego. Because it's not about that. It's not about that. But, you know, you want to talk about who's been more right? Come on. I didn't need to call Fidelity and give the guy a hard time on the phone. You could have just asked me. I would have told you.
I should have fucking gotten together as a group, made the fucking video, shown one measly fucking share that's worth $10 fucking now, and we would have had something in our back pocket. But you wanted to listen to Big Titty Lou and his little cock commander and Al from whatever part of the fucking world he's at now, who disappeared at 100K price target, comes back a few months later and goes, these idiots won't know. I'm going to use the same recipe I used last time. Hey guys, I'm back, 100K again. No, actually, we're going to 1 million this time. No, you guys want to listen to a fucking still picture from, what is fucking Canada? This guy's fucking has a still picture talking from Canada, whining on fucking private email that nobody wanted to listen to his garbage ass. That's why I called him out. Pantheon. Whoa, let's listen to that fucking clown. Who else? What are some of these fucking beautiful winners that have kept you here all this fucking time as your fucking money is evaporated? Meanwhile, you all laughed yesterday. He says, oh, what an idiot. He sells now at the low. No, bitch, it wasn't the low. I sold 1,000 at 13.05 and I rebought 400 at 11.69. So I saved the losses on 60% of my investment. You smart motherfuckers, why don't you figure out what I've saved? Since you guys are, this is exactly, 2 plus 2 is 4 and 1 plus 1 is 2. Why don't you guys chart all that shit and go get the DD and fucking all that bullshit and figure out from one day to the next how much money I saved on AMC? Why don't you do that instead of just, I hate John Wick, It was a simple plan. I was on board. All of a sudden, some fucking guy that I'm not even talking to just gets up and he's like, oh, fuck. Captain Frankie Muhammad will fucking save this community. I will expose John Wick and I will fucking make him delete his channel. I'm like, God damn, bro, I wasn't even talking to you. I've always been cool with you. What the fuck you jumping out of your fucking seat for? Like, nobody was talking to you. It was a simple plan. I was on board. And like I said, once I saw a guy like Frankie Muhammad that fucking pom-poms every day at fucking like what, 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning, you get the yo, go, team, go. And all of a sudden he wants to turn on a guy who's trying to bring the community together to try to say, oh yeah, I got you, motherfucker. I got you this time. Come on, man. You ain't get me. I've been trying to fucking get this community to fucking understand. These motherfuckers ain't gonna pay you. Don't you fucking get that? Don't you get that? All I wanted was to fucking get everybody together. Even Lou's cock commander. I am down for him to join a movement, to be heard. Or we can just watch our money continue to evaporate, because now I still have $400 that I've taken now an extra $400 loss on. Easy math.
Yeah, I kind of just let him go on his tirade here. By the way, you know, I was thinking he was talking about getting everybody together, you know, and whatever. Whatever happened with that petition from old Davy Lauer? Wonder whatever happened with that, or if it just went the way of 99.99% of other online petitions that go absolutely nowhere. But hey, they made people feel better when they signed it. For that 15 seconds, you believed that things could change. That's all that matters, really. You know, you believed that things were changed, that things could change, and then you went out and continue to be a good consumer. And in this case, a good consumer of AMC grift material. That's the real use of online petitions. And, you know, that's unfortunately seems like the way that this one has gone. I haven't tried to look for an update, though. If anybody knows, let me know. Maybe President Obama. I'm sorry. Maybe the president looked at it. But knowing the apes, they probably sent it to Trump.
Right? I've definitely lost a little more than $400 just from yesterday today, but I've saved a lot more money than all the idiots that keep saying, keep holding in the red. And that's what I was telling you the whole time. There is just so much hate in society that even a good plan can't find fucking light. It can't.
Well, he doesn't seem like the beacon of sunshine here. You know, I think that's enough of that. I just wanted to get a flavor of what he was talking about. That's long. 12 minutes of that rambling. Must be some good drug, or maybe it's bad drugs. I don't know. But he's in Florida, so who knows? Sorry, Manuel. Yeah, so he still thinks there's a conspiracy by the hedgies. He just didn't get love from the AMC community. The grift must not have been profitable. And that's probably true. So he's trying a different angle. And he's always kind of been an experimenter. You know, he started off with his claim to fame was those videos where he called the brokerages, right? We looked at him. And I have to give him points for originality. Executed very, very poorly. But he was kind of riding high on that. It was kind of a neat idea, and the apes liked it. But then, on some level, I think he probably, and we're talking about infinitesimal differences here, imperceptible differences really, but in terms of would I prefer John Wick sniping, or would I prefer short the VIX? I'd go with John Wick sniping every time. I'd go with him every time. And I think you maybe can understand that, but Manuel said he's a dealer. Do you go over to the old guy's house? The guy that he takes care of? Wow. He's selling you his metformin. I don't know. I'm just throwing out, talking out of my ass here. Okay, John Wick sniping. I wonder how long he'll be around still. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I keep forgetting.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video.
I keep forgetting I got this great, queue of videos here. So since we did his, we'll do the other, the other half, I guess, of that whole thing.
Hey, this is Frank. Let me say I'm not a financial advisor.
Okay, here we go. Frankie Muhammad. Now, I just want to point out, John's got 5 and change thousand subscribers. Frankie's got 3 and change, okay? I have 0.6 and change thousand subscribers. It's not that it's a race. It's not a race. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, I feel pretty good about, what we're doing here. I don't think I would feel good if I did this. So, never been about subscriber numbers. It's never been about anything other than just trying to fact check it, call people out, try to get people to think a little bit differently, like Apple, think different, and maybe adopt a contrarian philosophy, counter arguments, go against the herd. I know that's getting pretty pie in the sky, as they say. But anyway, all right, Frankie Muhammad. Did he misspell his name in the title? Did he really misspell his name? Okay. I mean, all right.
Anything that I say in this video should be used for entertainment purposes only. Look, man.
And let me say this too. I appreciate all of you guys sticking around in the live stream. If you can, and I know that you can, if you would, like the video, this stream. If you feel like it, you know, if you're not gonna feel good about that, then don't. But if you would feel neutral or good about it, I would appreciate it. So that this is the only reason, really, so that the YouTube algorithm will realize that, you know, people actually kind of are either neutral or they like it, and maybe we'll get more viewers and subscribers. So I hate talking about that shit.
I'm doing this.
But if you want to, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I have a live stream on Friday. We're going to do the AMC earnings call. It's going to be fun. So, but otherwise, for now,
video, because I want to direct this video to John Wick sniping. And I think it's unfair, you know, for him not to know why I responded the way that I responded. Before, you know, I say anything first, I want to play a video first. This is a video that John Wick sniping did 3 months ago.
Uh-oh.
You guys, because I see a lot of comments. It sounds like it's bots, looks like it's bots, smells like it's bots. Who's paying you? You don't have any shares, blah, 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 this and that. Oh, yeah? I'm going to do something that no YouTuber really does. I'm going to show you my position in one of my accounts, my largest position, Infidelity. So we're going to show that. And I would love to see all these other talkers, Eight Father, Lou, even Trey, what's it, Clay Bro, and Al from Boston, and Houston guy, and
Houston
Frankie,
Wade,
and Teddy Zane. Let's see your positions, big shots. Let's see. Are you really in this, or are you just doing YouTube? Are you trying to make some YouTube money? So here's mine. As I've said, I'm not full of shit. 100% invested. It's my only play. I've got 430 in this account. There's my average, 25.17 a share, so you know I'm losing. And just to make sure.
So you know I'm a real ape.
Thank you very much for watching this video.
Now, that video right there is part of one of the reasons why I responded the way that I responded the other day toward John Wick sniper. Now, I think it's important for him to know why I responded the way that I responded. See, I ended up subscribing. After that, I unsubscribed. I ended up subscribing to John Wick sniping, and I found out about him through Phil for Real. So once Phil said something about him, I subscribed to John Wick sniping. You know, once Phil told me about it. You know, but for some reason, he called me out for no reason at all. This video was like 3 months ago. He called me out for no reason at all. I hadn't done anything to him. But for some reason, since he bought a certain amount of shares and he showed his shares, he felt some need to call me out. I had subscribed to him. Phil had told me about it. So after he did that, that's when I unsubscribed. But I was subscribed to John Wick Sniper. But like I said...
okay. He said the same damn thing 4 different times. Exactly the same way. So I called him out too. Actually, I commented on one of his videos. And he responded to the comment. And he said... he said that it was the only time he was ever going to respond to me, and that, you know, that I was a blah blah blah, hedgy, shill, whatever. But that I shouldn't comment on his videos because he's not going to ever respond again. So I haven't done it. I haven't commented again. So somebody asked about what happened to my channel, my old channel. So here's the email I got from YouTube. This was right around Thanksgiving. Hi, Scotty. We reviewed your content and found severe or repeated violations of our community guidelines. Because of this, we have removed your channel from YouTube. We know this is probably very upsetting news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. What our policy says, spam, scams, or commercially deceptive content are not allowed on YouTube. We have permanently removed your channel from YouTube. Going forward, you won't be able to access, possess, or create any other YouTube channels. You can appeal this, which I did, and they denied the appeal within 2 hours. Which it was, I believe it was Thanksgiving weekend, so probably not done by a human. Hi, Antoinette. How are you? So, and that channel was basically the same as this channel. It was the same type of content, fact checking, much more centered on fact checking, with sources provided in the link in the description to each video for the sources that I used. You know, whole 9 yards. Probably a little bit more edgy, you know, but you know, I was having fun. So it was summertime. It was fall. It was last year. So there's definitely, you know, no spam, scam, or commercially deceptive content. I have no idea. I still haven't not been able to figure out what, because they don't provide, they don't have, I mean, they don't have to, of course, because it's private, right? But they didn't, they, you know, it's not like, hey, we found severe or repeated violations of our community guidelines, and here are a couple of them. No, they don't provide any evidence. They don't provide any examples, so you don't know what they're talking about, and whatever. So, you know, we took, I don't know, maybe about I don't know, what was it? Maybe a couple weeks, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to restart the channel because there is a real dearth of this information on YouTube. And it's not fair, and I know the world's not fair, but it is not right, and I know the world is not always right. But if there's something that you can do to try to change it or contribute something, you know, make a little bit of a dent, or ding even, a key scratch in the side, why not? You know, and that's why I did it before anyway. So that's what happened. I can only imagine that I got reported, or, you know, or something by, you know, one of these guys like Short the VIX, or I was pretty hard on Wrench Capital. I was pretty hard on Trey, Matt Kohrs, you know, all the big guys. I don't know. I'll never know. Whatever. It sucks, though, because I had over 200 videos that I created on that channel. And, you know, through an unfortunate mismanagement of hard drive storage space, there's a lot of it. Most of it I don't have, the originals. Otherwise, I would have just re-uploaded the videos. But I decided I was not going to try to recreate the videos. We're also at a different point in this thing than we were last year. So believe it or not, in the time, it's probably been about the same amount of time since I started the first channel as to when it got deleted. That amount of time, so A to B, from when I started the new channel to now, C to D, if you follow me on a measured move, technical analysis joke, it's about the same. And this channel is about twice as popular. So speaks to the it reflects nothing on me, I don't think. It reflects absolutely nil on me. It reflects more so, or it reflects on the state of affairs, where everything is. We were still in the bull market last year. I was early. I was just telling Bad Back earlier. We were talking on Telegram. Timing is everything, and unfortunately my timing more often than not is terrible. So anyway, Manuel, my media broker, has sent me this video, negative beta my ass, I guess that's supposed to be. Don Diamond Hands. I've never seen this channel. I have never seen this channel. All right. Make sure that this video sound is adequate. All right.
Hey fam, good morning. Bedhead and all, motherfuckers. This bitch got something to say. So you already know. I didn't have my coffee.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
Negative beta, right? All the fucking videos on negative beta. Because I can see that the stock is following market conditions like every other stock, right? Now I'm going to repeat again. I believe MOAS is inevitable. But I believe some motherfuckers give a fuck about their own pockets. Guess what? You ain't getting my views. And my job is going to be to wake up the fucking apes so we do something different. Because I'm tired of the same people running shit. Put on your fucking JC penny tie and keep sitting on fucking MSM. Because I've been turning them motherfuckers down for a year.
It's funny. Good for you. Let's see here. NASCAR all out. It sounds like you got a chip on your shoulder. I'm not even sure what that phrase means, though, so I could be wrong. Okay. Usually it means that I have a grudge against somebody or something. No, I don't. And see, that's a common misconception. I should do a frequently asked questions video. I should do an FAQ video and talk about all this stuff. You know, no, I'm not a hedge fund manager. No, I'm not shorting AMC. No, I'm not mad because whatever, chip on my shoulder. Anyway, yeah, we call out these grifters because they take advantage, and I'm just reading what Badback said. They take advantage of gullible, uneducated people with this AMC conspiracy grift. They're lying to people, selling hopes and dreams that won't happen just so they can get views, super chats, sell merch, or Discord. There is no such thing as MOAS. And if we called her a B, yeah, Model 3, you always pushing it there, aren't you, buddy? And I'm not going to read Badback's last chat because I don't want to get this channel deleted. Okay, you guys can talk about whatever you want. Anyway, okay, Dawn Diamond Hands. All right, see what we got here. So she's going to wake up the apes. Good. They need to be woken up. But unfortunately, I think a lot of them are in a deep, deep sleep.
My thoughts on AMC. I think we all...
Okay. This guy. AMC No Limit Soldier. I think I looked at a video, maybe something by him the other day, but...
I can agree at this point, AMC is a fucking trash company. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. From the jump. I lived in South Jersey. My closest AMC...
You know what? I think we actually looked at this video. I think it was this video. Yeah, because I already liked it. Yeah, that's correct. But anyway, we'll let it run.
AMC was in Deptford, New Jersey. You know what? I didn't go to AMC my fucking teenage years. I went to Cinemarks. I went to United Artists in Washington Township, Cinemarks in Somerdale. Fuck AMC. Their theaters were fucking trash then, and they're trash now. I don't care what anybody says. You can't convince me. Bottom line is, the AMC executives knew this shit was going to fucking happen. Now they want to raise because you know why? They know this motherfucker's going to pop. And when it pops, they're like, oh, look what we did. Oh, blah, blah, blah. They didn't do fucking shit for us. We, the retail, saved their fucking punk asses so they could sell 27. Think about it. If it wasn't for us, they'd be bankrupt right now. They'd be outside looking at a Leawood, Kansas headquarters. Oh, hey, can I see a movie? Bottom line is, get your head out of your asses. AMC is a fucking trash company. This was never a fundamental play from the jump. It just became a fundamental play because of us. Because they're actually making movies now. Without making movies, AMC is fucking...
Well, that's kind of a contradiction. I mean, if it's because of you, are you making the movies? If you're not making the movies, then that's nonsensical.
Nothing. Popcorn sales? Fuck. Who gives a shit? Popcorn sales.
Now, I agree with that. That's dumb.
The bottom line is... I don't know what the bottom line is at this point. I know this. I'm fucking holding till I'm ready to sell. It could be 100. It could be fucking 100,000. But
what about 100 cents?
But I know one thing. I will never,
cents.
ever step foot into another AMC theater again.
Karma is a bitch, my friend. You put that out there. You put that out in the universe. I hate AMC. That's why I don't. You know, here's another question for the FAQ. Here's another one. Why are you bashing AMC? Why are you bashing AMC? And, you know, I challenge anybody to find half a dozen examples, a quarter of a dozen examples where we bash AMC on this channel. We don't do it. It doesn't need to be done. Once you look at the reality, you look at facts and not hype, you can come to your own conclusions, you know, and it's kind of like things speak for themselves when you look at it that way. So I don't even go there. Don't need to. But not being bullish does not equal bashing. And that's something that I think a lot of the apes, a lot of uninformed retail investors need to learn, is that when you look at facts and the material reality, numbers, you know, fundamentals, things like the market dynamics, the way the market works, if it doesn't support your bull thesis, that doesn't mean that you are a shill, a bear, a hedgie. It doesn't mean that you hate the company or the stock. It just means that you value reality and truth. You can only kid yourself for so long. A lot of people are finding that out now. So, anyway, I'm not going to say we've never bashed AMC here. We have. But that's not the point. Not the actual point. Okay. This one should be fun. We watched a video. I wonder if is this the same? Okay, I watched this one. I don't think we watched it on this stream, on this channel. We certainly didn't watch it on this stream. We didn't watch it on this channel yet. This is great.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? We're talking about the stock market. We're talking about stocks, and I mean hot stocks. And I want to give a salute out to my boys.
I'm getting like an Andrew Mo Money vibe here. Like, you know, if he's like, yeah.
What's up to my girls? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, because we've been making them together over on that Discord. So if you want to get on that Discord, you got to just sign up down below. We got this great community where we talk about hot stocks and we make money. We make plays and we make money. That's what we do on this channel.
Make plays and make
just
money.
In a bear market, I know things are real scary out there, but you know what we've been doing? We make money. Stocks go up, we make money. Stocks go down, we make money. And you know, tomorrow is going to be the CPI data. I want you to be real careful with that. I want you to look real closely at that data. I want you to look real closely at that CPI number. If the number is good, stocks are going to go up. If the number is bad, stocks, they be going down. And if the number is right in the middle, stocks will be doing like that.
Stocks, they be going down.
That's what they're going to be doing. So keep a close eye on that. CPI. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm talking about. CPI. Next thing on the list, Shiba Inu. Yeah, I'm talking about the Shiba. I'm talking about the Shiba Inu. Now, this thing has just been up, it's been down, but it's okay. When things go down, maybe 70%, maybe 80%, maybe even 90%, you know what we do? We buy more, because that's what we do with Shiba Inu, we buy. And next on the list is charge point. So if you want to know what a hot play is, it's charge point. They be making batteries and they be making chargers, and they're going to be pointing those things, right? And that's why you want to buy.
They make batteries, they make chargers, and they're going to be pointing those things.
If you want to know what a hot play is, it's charge point. They be making batteries and they be making chargers, and they're going to be pointing those things, right? And that's why you want to buy it. So if it goes down, you buy more, because we make money in this market. I know it's a bear market. I know things are going up. I know things are going down, but we make money. So I want to give a major salute out. I got a message from my Discord. This guy Bob, he said he made some money on ChargePoint. I said, good job, Bob. And he makes some money. Let's make some money together. Next stock on the list, we got Tattooed Chef. Now, Tattooed Chef, they make money. We're going to make money with Tattooed Chef, and we're going to ride that stock to the promised land. I promise you, we're promising everybody.
I saw Tattooed Chef products on sale at Target once. They were on clearance. They were on clearance.
We're going to make money with Tattooed Chef. So if you want to get in on these plays, I'm telling you, these hot plays, you got to get on the Discord. We got a family over there. We support each other. We make money in the stock market. Stocks go down, we buy more. Stocks go up. What do? We buy more. We're going to make money. That's how we do it. That's how we roll. So major salute to my fans out there. Please get on that Discord and let's make some money.
Okay, yes, that is absolutely a parody. We've watched videos by Chris Norland before. He is another realist. He's actually a good, investor. He's a good channel. And we watched a video from him the other night where he was at an AMC theater, and he talked about the reality of the MOAS actually from an AMC theater in the lobby, so which that was pretty cool. But yeah, no, that was very much a parody video of these stock pumpers. So let's see. All right, we've exhausted all of the media, my media broker's manual, the videos that he's put in the queue. So look, here's another video from Shill Talk Daily. AMC stock, Citadel says it's over. He's obsessed with saying it's over. He's obsessed with saying that the Apes lost. What a ridiculous thing. This is not the end for AMC. Stock J, one of those rare British apes. It just doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right to hear, and he and Thomas James might be the only two. Might be the only two AMC grifters from across the pond that I know of. And then there's those ones that always show up. They always show up in this search result in German. Right here. Here it is. Here's one. We watched it once with English subtitles because I was just curious. Is it as bad? It is. It is. It's just as terrible. Just as terrible. Let's see here. Okay. Not enough money to cover AMC stock. Not enough money to cover. Now think about what that means. Not enough money to cover. Short sellers, not enough money to cover. Okay. That's like when your parents give you an allowance every week, and after like 4 months, you go to them and say, Mom, can I have some money for whatever, new graphics card? I don't have enough money. But I've been giving you money, but you've been getting money every week. But I don't have enough money. Okay. short sellers sell stock? What happens when you sell a stock? Okay. No, yeah, you pay money. Okay. That makes no sense. Just to cover. Just to cover. Lottery stocks, load the fucking boat. Load the fucking boat. Load the boat full of refugees. Set sail into the ocean. And ultimately, they will find the underwater locating beacon. And you will get a proper burial, maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe they won't ever find it. And your family will just wonder forever till the end, until just forever. What happened? That's what happens when you load the boat. That's what I always think about, sadly. I think about those pictures that you see, news stories. There was one last year, happened around the same time that they said load the boat. That reminds me of when there was a hurricane last year. Remember a hurricane? I forget what it was called. And Roensch Capital came out with a video. The hurricane had just hit like 10 states. He came out with a video that said, "In the eye of the hurricane," talking about the AMC squeeze. I honestly couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Crazy. Okay. Oh, what's up, YouTube? On a Wednesday night. Where is Lou? That's a good question. Let's find out. Let me give him a call. I was going to give old Kenny Boy a call later too. Maybe I'll stream that too. I was joking with people on Twitter last night. Like, yeah, I got to talk to Ken tomorrow anyway. I'll just go ahead and talk to him about that. Oh, Trey. And it's weird because, okay, I think something is changing in the YouTube algorithm. I don't know. I'm not going to take credit for it because I'm sure that people don't find my channel either. But like Trey never shows up in the search results. When I search for AMC, it goes in order. Newest first. He never shows up. Look, he's got a new hairdo. He's got a new do.
It feels pretty wild to say, but this is really happening. Wow. I am 24 years old. I turned 25 in June 21st of 2022.
He's such a goddamn loudmouth. I had to turn the volume down so much. Holy shit. Yeah, 25, 24, 25 years old. And how many people listened to him and thought that he actually knew what he was talking about? That's kind of a mind fuck. He aged so much over that period too. If you watched Trey last year, you know what I'm talking about. He looks like shit.
And being in the first recession of my lifetime, watching the first sort of government regulated sort of rug pull of my lifetime is very weird to see.
Government regulated rug pull. What is he talking about? Because of the interest rate thing? Yeah, let's keep interest rates near zero forever, Trey. See, that's the problem with being 24. You know nothing. I can say that as an old dude, but, come on. Come on. You got in the market during the everything bubble. And not only that, the peak of the everything bubble. So, come on. Yeah, he aged like a president. That's a great way to put it, actually. I mean, remember when he had the eye patch? I mean, I'm sorry, but yes, I made fun of him. And I got shit for it. Trust me, I got shit for it. I don't care. Fuck it. My channel got deleted.
There in their 20s that feels that exact same way, but it's crazy to see. Guys, we got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about inflation. We got to talk about Luna, a stable coin, the third largest stable coin in the cryptocurrency market, getting rugged, and how the market's.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a big crypto guy. I've heard of most of them. I've never heard of Luna. Never heard of it until yesterday. So, I don't know. I'm certainly not going to watch this whole video. Trey aged like a president, and he rambles on in similar fashion. Like, I mean, at least he's got the goatee, beard, scraggly beard. I mean, you know, whatever. Better than just the mustache. He definitely had this John Turturro Big Lebowski from the Big Lebowski kind of vibe going on before. But yeah, he would probably look 20 years younger if he would get rid of that. And then let me show you. I'm going to show you what my this is actually an age progression. Got to pull it up here. This is an age progressed photograph of what Trey will look like in another year. And that is right here. This is Trey next year. Right down here. So that's the path he's on. Anyway, just kidding. His videos got so long, so just rambly. I mean, I know I'm saying that, but I mean, this is actually short, 14 minutes. He pivoted. He kind of pivoted, started talking. He basically talks about the market, overall market now. He talks about macroeconomics. He had a, he had that video with Meet Kevin. Oh, cool. Sweet. Awesome. I learned so much. He's got all these charts with all these messy charts with all these lines and, all this shit. What in the fuck? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. So, Bad Back is clarifying. It didn't get rugged. The stablecoin had a fundamental flaw that was taken advantage of and showed its flaw. It has nothing to do with hedges. And if it did, people should thank them because they exposed a flaw. And really, it's interesting. I didn't even look into it. I didn't even know. Like, I didn't. I heard about it, I guess, last night or something, maybe. And then, yeah, I didn't see anything about it until, I came home from work and started looking at videos and Reddit and stuff like that. But here's the thing with that, okay? That's kind of what short hedge funds do, right? They do research on companies. Now, I'm going to get the apes to say, no, they just want to short companies into the ground for no reason so they can get rich. Okay. But in reality, things get overvalued. Companies are often fraudulent. They are engaged in illegal activity. They have a flaw in their business model. They're cooking their books, whatever it is. Okay? Retail investors have, by and large, are long investors. They most of the time they buy and hold. They buy high and sell low. That's the retail investor way. And so they have an incentive for the price to go up. So they're often biased to the long side. So short hedge funds, short sellers, they look into these things, they publish research saying, hey, there's a flaw in this. Hey, these guys are cooking their books. Hey, these guys are engaged in illegal activity. Hey, this thing's overvalued. Here's the reasons. Here's the research. Here's the evidence. Okay? And that's the reality. That's the reality of how it is. Somebody's got to. There has to be a mechanism. Keep things honest. Otherwise, everything would just always go up, and that would be a disaster. Contrary to what the apes think and what they believe, honestly. Why do you want to trade a dollar for a crypto dollar not backed by the government? And we saw this with another stable coin not that long ago as well, where they were actually being investigated by, I think it was New York or something, and they only had part of it. It's supposed to be backed. They said it was supposed to be, I forget which one it was. I think it was Tether itself. They were, they said that originally they said that they backed 100% of it with US dollars, which is, yeah, it's kind of weird. You've got a fiat currency. Now you have a proxy fiat currency. What's the point? It makes it easier. I guess it makes it easier to do transactions. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not a big crypto guy, so whatever. I don't know what ended up happening with that. Obviously, it's still around. I don't know. Don't care, really. Yeah, I don't really see a point personally either. But I also don't see a point to NFTs. And I also just don't see a point for most, at this point, digital assets, crypto. I mean, if for no other reason, then I didn't lose a shitload of money off of them. A lot of people did at this point. Now, it doesn't mean it won't go back up. Yes, that's true. That's true. Oh, let's look at Jack. Jack Hunter. Maybe we'll even listen to some of his rap music.
Hey guys, it's Jackson Hunter. I'm back with another AMC stock update. Today
he sounds so excited. By the way, I said earlier that all of these guys, their video quality, their audio quality kept getting better and better and better and better. Well, with the exception of Jack Hunter. He's still running at 720 with a laptop microphone. But he's got Bookmap. Hey, he's got a Bookmap subscription so we can see the limit orders. Yeah.
It is Wednesday, May 11th. Please hit the like button. Please smash that subscribe button. I love and appreciate you.
Did not realize it. Yeah. Well, I got shit when I talked about Clay Bro going bald. Can you believe that? I said I hope his wife's okay with bald men because he's on his way. And I got blasted for that. Hey, I call him as I see him. I calls him as I sees him. Yeah. Likes, if you wouldn't mind liking the video. I know everybody here probably already has, so. I said that last time when there were 11 people watching, and I got one additional thumbs up, so. I guess people just don't like it, and that's valid too. That's totally valid. All right.
Oh, AMC stock on the day was down.
He didn't put in his little gong sound effect.
Today is Wednesday, May 11th. Please hit the like button. Please smash that subscribe button. I love and appreciate you. Oh, AMC stock on the day was down 12.42% in the regular trading hours, ending the day at $10.37 per share on a volume of 58.1 million. The stock market crash continues, but this was fully expected for a long time. So this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do not make investments based on what I say in my content. Check it out. You got AMC.
Jackson got that LeBron hairline.
Shit. Just in a downtrend, then bottoming out at this $10 high $9 region. If I pull up the heat map, you can see big limit buy order at $10, and then all the way down there were limit buy orders, okay, and then one at $9, and then not really any limit sell orders to speak of. Check this out right here. Inflation was released for the month of April. It was 8.3%, which is actually a 0.2% reduction from March. So I think a lot of people were expecting higher than 8.5%, but it didn't happen. Then again, it's not calculated the CPI the same way that it used to be back in the 80s and before that. So this 8.3 is probably a little bit higher than that, to be honest. Check this out. SPY down 1.59%.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Today, ending the day at 392. Just in the past 5 trading days, it's down 7.49%. Year to date, it's down 17.78%. So obviously, it's...
Shit, you think that's a lot? Look at the NASDAQ. Oh my God. I think it's 20.
It's in a downtrend, and if I pull it out to this 5-year timeline, you can see that it's obviously in a downtrend. Next major support level would be around this 340 region for the next major support level. That lines up with where the COVID crash started, and then when it picked up again and it found resistance
23.
in August of that year. Check out this piece of DD by Airplane 3579.
All right, here's what we came for. Here's what we came for. Here we go. Some good old Reddit DD. You can't go wrong with Reddit DD. It's very expensive. It turns out it's very expensive DD. Very, very expensive DD.
And this is really cool right here. I'm not saying this is guaranteed. I would just...
Oh, you're gonna take that very expensive DD and put a disclaimer on it. Oh,
call this a theory at this point, but 2 out of 3 times so far is pretty good to me. So why?
This is going to be that same garbage that we talked about before.
Executive Order 14032 will cause AMC to MOAs, and why institutions are so scared of June 2022.
Yeah, they're scared of that.
I'm not saying this is going to cause MOAs. This.
So he knows that this is bullshit, is what I'm picking up from his tone here. He knows this is nonsense. By the way, he is still at the same apartment. He's got that popcorn ceiling. He knows that this is nonsense. Look at him smiling, smirking, laughing. He's like, shit, I got to get through this. My dog needs to go outside. I just got to get through this shit. It's always interesting to pick up on that type of stuff. But yeah, no, he knows that this is garbage.
This person's words, and this is a theory, okay? But it is backed up by some cool stuff. So, first of all, back in November 2020, Trump signed Executive Order 13959 into effect.
This is the same thing. Excuse me. Ugh. This is the same thing that Boss Blunts put out like a month ago. You know, from one stoner to the next, and then Jack is just so slow. You know that now he's talking about this. I don't know when this was posted on AMC stock. This time. Let's see. It's in the top here. We probably just went back a few pages and got it. Man, I mean, it must be fun or something. I don't know. He must be made. I don't know how much money he makes. Actually, we should look at that. But here it is. 18 hours ago from Airplane 3579. Like, I mean, I don't care. It doesn't matter. This is like not, you know, in any way, anything. But imagine like stealing DD from Boss Blunts and reposting it on fucking Reddit and getting all these medals and awards here. I bet this guy feels good about himself. I bet that feels good. You know? Look at all this shit. They've only been on Reddit since October 2020. I don't know why it says 1 year ago. That's Reddit math for you. I mean, I've been on Reddit. I'm not signed in here because I don't want anybody. I don't want to get destroyed by these apes. But I've been on Reddit for 8 years. I don't know if I've ever gotten any of those awards. But, you know, in typical me fashion, that's not why I use it. Here it is. Chinese companies, executive orders. Because the hedgies, they wait until the last minute. They're going to wait until the last minute. Not to mention, there's nothing in here that actually shows a link. Correlation is not causation, Jack. You should know that. You should know that. It wouldn't be right if we didn't look it out from Boston.
Everybody tell. Listen, sorry about that. I uploaded the same video twice. I apologize for that.
You know, we've been harping on him so much, and so has everybody else. Comments are turned off. Man, I wonder why. Huh, weird. Weird. By the way, did you notice they changed, YouTube changed the format for this section right here? They changed the font. They changed the layout of this. I don't know if they changed anything in there. No, it's all the same. This is all the same. But yeah, they changed this. I noticed it yesterday or the day before. Weird. I'm like, did I change my default font? Yeah, no, they changed it. Okay. Hey, it's Al. Blah, blah, blah.
Everybody, it's Al. Listen, sorry about that. I uploaded the same video twice. I apologize for that. I'll give you the market wrap right now and what I see.
That's actually not that easy to do, by the way. I don't know how you would upload the same video twice. Unless his whole process is weird. Or he's, I don't know. But I couldn't really see doing that. But I also name my files pretty well, so I know what it is. Anyway, whatever.
Happening. Now, before I left the first time, I said to you guys, hey, this thing is going to drop down to between 5 and 10. That's actually happening now. Do I see an expected crash in the next few days? It's possible this week or next week that we'll see a crash in the market. Do I see in forecast AMC squeezing? Well, that depends. Depends if the
So his name is Alex. I've been doing some research on trying to figure out who the fuck this guy is and what his deal is, where he's from, what he whom he works for. And I thought that I came up with the fact that his name is Alex. And this confirms it here on his Bloomberg. Unless that's fake too. It could be, could be. Welcome, Alex. So that's interesting. Anyway, I just noticed that, and
the reverse beta is present there. And this is something that I spoke to another person about.
Okay, I gotta go back because I interrupted that. I don't hear what he said. Sorry. Hey, it's because I changed the fucking quality. It's better than uploading the same video twice, though.
Do I see in forecast AMC squeezing? Well, that depends. Depends if the reverse beta is present there. And this is something that I spoke to another person about. If it's possible they could fake the beta, depending on how it's done through covariance and whatnot. But long story short, it's likely to go between 5 and I would say in that 3 to 5 range. I think. I know that sounds scary. I know that's going to be freaking a lot of you guys out, but you don't have to worry. That's okay. The price is irrelevant. It's the sticker shock. Irrelevant. It's that initial gut reaction that a lot of people get spontaneous and oh, I got to get out of here right now. Listen, we're so far behind right now in terms of the price action and the trade that it wouldn't make a lick of difference for you to leave right now. At least if you stay, you'll see this thing through to the very end and you'll actually make money. I am 110% confident this will squeeze. Not a little rip. I'm talking about an actual short squeeze.
That's a lot. That's ballsy. Yeah, I noticed that too. Fake the beta. Dude, come on. This guy, you know what this guy is? This guy is Lou 2.0. It's Lou 2.0. Because Lou's flaw was he never showed any sources. He never showed any, he didn't have any visuals. It's just a dude on the street talking. And I know that Lou's entertaining sometimes, and that's cool. But he also is responsible. Either however much responsibility you want to assign to him that is, appropriate here. But people have lost money because of Lou. More will. Alex, whatever, this guy, he is Lou 2.0. He's Lou. He's got the confidence of Lou. He's got the same, shitty information as Lou, but he's got visuals. He's got Bloomberg. He's got slides. So trade Lou. You don't need to see Lou. But for Lou, you do need to see Lou because he doesn't have anything else. So with Lou, you get Lou and his, whatever. With Al, you get all the same grifty information in more detail, but you've got on-screen graphics, Bloomberg, PowerPoints, etc. But at the end of the day, the information is just as ridiculous. I'm 110% it will squeeze. Sure, it will squeeze. 110% sure it will squeeze. Now, are you kidding me? Nobody knows that. Nobody, and besides, 110% sure. Yeah, I want to trust that guy with. I want to trust that guy.
Okay.
Plus, yeah, apparently he is. I think we looked at the text messages. Yeah, we did from that short squeeze channel. If I got to hand it to him. And this is another thing. I know I'm jumping all over the place. I said this would happen. It's happening. Not the squeeze, no. Not AMC crashing, no. What I said was this community of grifters will tear it. And that's exactly what's happening. So you have another idiot, short squeeze channel, who brings to light all these, let's just call them Me Too-esque text messages from this creep, Al from Boston, to, somebody else, and the whole thing could be fake. Who knows? But, this is the United States. We're gonna judge in the court of public opinion. Something comes out against you, you're guilty until proven innocent. That's the way it is. Florida is the best about that with the sunshine. We have sunshine laws here. This anyway.
And I earnestly feel this way from every fiber of my being.
Wow. Every fiber. I mean, maybe you don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I'm sorry. When somebody's this intent on convincing you, I'm 110% sure, with every fiber of my body, every fiber of my being, I'll kill myself if it doesn't happen. No, I didn't say that. And what the fuck, dude? Like, it's desperate. That's what it is. It sounds desperate as fuck.
That this is going to play out. That there is nothing they can do to get out.
It makes no sense. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense. No sense. I mean, I think that this has gone on for so long that I think people have even lost sight of what a short squeeze really is. I think they have. And I think these influencers know it. I think that they know, and they're exploiting that ignorance. But today showed me that no, there is not going to be a short squeeze. You couldn't buy on a day when this goddamn thing went to single digits. You didn't show up at all. You didn't show up at all, and you let the shorts cover and rally. Little limp dick rally. Come on. You should have been buying the fucking shit out of this stock today. Why? Where were you? Where were you? And that, I don't know where they were, but they weren't there. I don't know why they weren't there, other than they can't be. They don't have the money, or they were at work, or whatever. But, man, that shit should have been on fire today. I didn't even look at the call, the option chain. I didn't look at the option chain. But, chances are, actually I did. I already closed Thinkorswim. I don't want to open it back up. I guess I could go to, well, it's going to be out of date though. God damn it. Let me see what I can do here. Thinkorswim just eats up so much memory when I'm streaming. I'll go another route. But and we also talked about the option hedging and stuff, and how that's all changed. See, that's a problem again with the DD is done, because it's never done for the marketplace. The market is always changing, shifting, pricing things in, quote unquote, reacting to what's happening. So you have to react as well. You have to react to what's happening, and you have to react to their reaction of what's happening. So it's this complicated thing that never stays the same. It's dynamic. But if you believe in the DD is done, which I feel bad that that it's just misinformation. It's garbage. The DD is never done. The DD is never ever done, and that's I'll stand by that. Just getting this thing here so we can look at that. Option chain. I know it's not ideal, but this is it'll work in a pinch. You'll see what I mean here momentarily. I got it on this long, slow fade from the introduction. Anyway, it's dramatic. Here you go. So here's AMC on Webull. By the way, look, check this out too. I thought this was interesting. This is on Webull. Look at the inflow versus outflow. And granted, I couldn't tell you what this reflects. I don't know if it reflects Webull. I don't know if it reflects the NASDAQ. It certainly doesn't reflect the overall market. So, and it's in dollars too. It's in dollars, by the way, not shares, obviously. So, outflow 85 million. I'm sorry, 85. Yeah, million. Oh, that's all. 85 million. Inflow 91 million. So, yeah, that's a net inflow, but not by that much. And look at this. Large orders. None on either side. Medium orders. Actually more on the outflow side. 32.3% versus 31.6%. Inflow larger on the small orders over the outflow. So 20% versus 15%. So that kind of validates what we've been saying as well, that people don't have money to spend, waste on shitty stocks anymore. Shit has changed for a lot of people. A lot of people. Shit has changed. You could even go so far as to say it's changed for everybody. Because if you buy anything out in any marketplace, you are impacted by the current situation. And if you have any interaction with anything that comes on a truck, on a plane, a train, anything that uses fuel, you're impacted by this. So some more than others. But the people who are buying these lottery tickets, they don't have the money. So small orders, that's what I'm getting at. Small orders is indicative of retail. You have the most there over outflow. So we'll see. Here's the option chain. Okay, I always got to make sure that I'm on the right thing here, because this is okay. Pretty bare bones. All right, so we got both calls and puts on here. We're looking at this week's expiration. Here's the money line right here. Okay, so volume, open interest. We got, okay, it's decent. I always get screwed up too because it's the opposite way of the other platform. Yeah, Thinkorswim. Out of the money is below. Here, out of the money is, yeah. Probably change that. Nope, you can't. And see, you can't click on these headers to reorder the chain either. Let's say I just want to see the top volume. Usually you can click the volume and no. Fidelity has probably the best functionality for that. Okay, so these are out of the money up here. In the money is blue. That's all I need to know here. In the money is blue. And I'm sorry, I really do apologize for the latency on this. That's my mistake. Normally I would interact with the chat a lot more, but unfortunately the way I set it up with a new streaming thing, stream key, and I forgot to change it to ultra low latency, which is what I normally use. So that's why it seems like I'm ignoring you guys. I'm not. I'm sorry. I really, but otherwise I'd have to stop the stream and restart it, and I figured that was probably not good. So there was some volume here at 11, 12, 13. But I mean, even like these, I'm sorry, 16,000, 18,000, 13,000, that's nothing. Okay, it looks like it's a lot. The other guys will hype it as if it's a lot. It's not. It's nothing. It doesn't matter, especially on these out of the money ones. It doesn't make a goddamn bit of difference. It makes no difference, especially when, as we showed a few weeks back, they don't necessarily go out and buy the shares on the open market like Short the VIX has been telling you for over a year, or telling the apes. You know, that basically they got smart. They figured out, you know what? Well, we don't have to do it this way. And they didn't figure it out. Okay, that's always been a way. There are multiple ways that you can hedge. We don't even know that they were doing it that way before. The only reason I think that we think that they did was because of the gamma squeeze in last June. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. The point is, it's never happened since. It's not going to happen again, because fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, yada, yada, yada. Would you allow yourself to get fucked again if you knew that there was somebody in the room that fucked you once without your permission? No, you wouldn't. I wouldn't. If Joey came in this room, I kick him out. No, Joey. Go mess with somebody else, man. You had your fun with me. I let my guard down. You know, watch your cornhole. Peter, man, watch your cornhole. So that's not that to me is no volume. Okay. Here's the monthly expiration for May. Even less. Even this is piss poor, is what we would call that. This is piss poor. I mean, and you know that it's a bunch of uninformed idiots trading options when you see 4 times the volume on the weekly expiration on an earnings week. I don't even want to think about what the IV crush was on this shit. Look at the IV. I don't even know. Do we have it on here? Is it? It's not even on here. What the hell? Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's not put that on there. Nobody needs to know that. God, Weeble sucks. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, how do I make it smaller? Okay. Anyway, you can tell I use this all the time. There it is. So it's still high, still elevated, but it was higher. Typically, generally speaking, you would have, generally speaking, you want to trade the monthly option expirations. You're going to see higher volume, more liquidity, tighter spreads, you know, just generally going to be better. In this, we see way more volume on this weekly. Now, I did see a lot of, when I was looking at Thinkorswim earlier, I did see a decent amount of volume for high strikes was it June or July? I can't remember now. God, I really don't like the way this is laid out at all. Volume of 6,000 on 145s today. So somebody thought that, and I cannot look at the time and sales, don't believe. So, but somebody thought that, 145 would be a good idea. So 6,000 of those. There's 100,000 of those open. I mean, I would never advise that. That thing's already IV crushed. I can't remember if that was the one that had like a 18,000% IV. There was some really crazy shit out there. Adapt to the trends and market activity. There you go. Antoinette, I believe, was saying. Let me catch back up here. I made $900 in AMC puts today. Good way to go. My AMC portfolio is down. I had to do something. Still holding more puts for the rest of the week. I'm making my losses back. Again, that's great. And then, yeah, that's a comment I saw. Bad Back says, adapt to the trends and market activity. July 15th, $20. July 15th, $20 puts, I'm guessing. So let's see those. Here they are, right here. So that's cool. There, 74 Delta. That's solid. Now, you know, I don't know. Let's go back to the browser here. Oh shoot, that long slow fade. Oops. Now it makes it more fun. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. Put on this thingy. Go back 1 year. So 1 year and change. Maybe a little bit more than that, I guess. So I know we've talked about this before. I'm 110% sure, to quote Al, that we talked about this before. I can't remember who was in here. Oops, let me turn this back on. Regular price. Somebody asked me a question. It might have even been Antoinette. And we looked at this volume profile and we identified, I pointed out this level right here. How this bar is long. It's longer than the others. And said how this indicates that there was the most trading activity in this period that we're looking at on the screen. So if I zoom out, it's going to incorporate more time. I can zoom out again and it's going to incorporate more time. But if you notice, it's still the longest bar. It's still the longest bar, even when we go out to 2016. Okay? That's important. Why did it stop today at roughly $10? This is your reasoning right here. Is this high volume node? You call it, I guess. Actually, it's the control point. It's the point of control. So it's indicating the most trading at that point. Now we could say that this, if we go back further, it looks like it did jump down there for a second. This red line, that's indicating that. So if we go from 2020 to present, actually goes down lower. And that makes sense because remember it was down here in the low single digits before. So at this point now your control point is like 350, and this would be the one we were looking at 10 would just be considered a high volume node. Okay, just a basic terminology, just so you know, in case I throw that out. All right, and then we could call this here. We'll call this one. Oop, that's not what I wanted it to do. That's even better. So, like this here, we call this a low volume node, or an LVN. Low volume, high volume. And we're zoomed in here from September of last year to now, and it's still the control. Oh no, okay, now we're at 17. Sorry. False alarm there. But when we zoom out, the fact remains that we're looking at right where we're at right now, basically. Okay, so how much more downside is there right now? It's hard to know, really. I mean, it could very well just bust through this. We see that happen. You know, it could just bust through that and go down. Or it could bounce. I mean, that's not... Or it could bounce. If I had to guess, don't make me guess. I don't know. But this is a key level. That's all I'm getting at here. It's a key level. And when you compare it to other, all the price action that's happened in the last year. By the way, here's last year, right? Here's 1 year ago, right there. Oh shit, that's way too small. I'll make it so you can see it. This is shoot. I guess, okay, there we go. This is 1 year ago. That yellow line, that's 1 year ago. And look where we are now. That's 1 year. That's wild. And if you consider what was happening here at this point, on this 1 year ago, I don't like stretching it like this, but I'm going to, just in this one instance, you can see, just so we can stretch it out and see it. This 1 year ago, right there, and it was, you can see it was part of an uptrend. See that? It had already reversed from this low right there. I mean, and really that was, this is not, I mean, it looks way more stretched out, because it is. But just to see, yeah, this was earnings right here. So this is the analogous earnings right here. And it looks like last year, May 11th was a Tuesday. That makes sense. Yep. So Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Thursday. Earnings were on Thursday, May 6th. Then, if I'm correct there, I think I am. So that's what happened. Now, back to reality. Unfortunately, here's today. Here's now. And this is not an uptrend. Here's your earnings. It's still red, meaning that it missed the earnings. And I believe that TradingView does either one. So, right, well, who knows where they get these estimates from. Even more, important than this chart is the overall situation. And that's where we're at. So, let's see. Lal Sinanayake. I don't even know. And I don't know the answer to what you're asking me. And I don't care. Because I'll tell you why. Because of all this misinformation. I mean, I'm looking at the reality of things here. If you want to be in a fantasy world, I gave 3 suggestions earlier. I'll give them again. There's 3 things you can do, okay? Number 1, Alt F4. Number 2, Control W. Or you can use your mouse. Okay? I've gotten that question so many times. If I had a dime for if I had maybe a quarter with inflation, if I had a quarter for every time that somebody asked me that, in a shitty way like that, like insinuating that somehow I'm doing something wrong by trying to correct the record here, I would have more money. I still wouldn't have as much money as the grifters that you never question. So Lal, why don't you go ask Short the VIX that? Why don't you go ask, I don't know, Trey, Matt Kohrs, well, fuck him. Why don't you go ask, whoever, Lou, Al versus Wall Street, Al versus Lou. It's just like, if you don't want to believe what I'm saying, I don't care, because I have no motivation other than I want to know what's going on. I want to know if what these guys are saying is true or not. That really, I mean, I know that that's a crazy concept. A crazy concept that I wouldn't trust what people on the internet say, and would encourage people to do their own research. I mean, that's just absurd. It's almost as absurd as the name Lal. I'm sorry. It's Lal. I mean, it's got to be fake, right? It's as fake as Owl. Owl. From Butthole. Remember that? So, yeah. I mean, it's not looking good. I guess, you know, if you want to talk silver linings, you want to talk redeeming qualities, it didn't close below 10. Okay? It didn't close below 10. So there's that. But I mean, I don't know how anybody I'm certainly, you know, I don't know how anybody. That's a given, but I still don't understand. Just lost sound? Just lost sound, really. I'm not indicating that I've lost sound. I'm not muted. Shit. Okay, all right. Maybe I accidentally hit the mute for a second. Okay, Manuel asked who I represented, and that's a good question. I haven't been 100% upfront about that, okay? I represent myself. I understand that there might be some confusion because why would somebody, you know, care enough? Here's really the thing, right? Why would somebody spend as much time as they do not pumping AMC? That's really the question. I understand. That's really what Lal is asking. Why would you spend so much time talking about AMC not pumping it? That's the confusing part, and I get that. I actually understand that. I do. So if Lal is still here, you know, I understand your confusion. I get it. Now I understand now. Okay? But, you know, I hate, really, I am not a fan of the Wall Street bullshit just as much as the apes are not a fan of the Wall Street bullshit. You know, but the difference is, as much as I bitch about it, as much as I yell and curse at my screen and want to smash my phone into the ground, I always take responsibility for what I do in terms of trading. And when I get mad at the market or whatever, really I'm mad at myself for doing what I did. Because hindsight's 20/20. You can see after, oh, why did I do that? I always do that. Why did I do that? Now I'm trapped. Or whatever. So that's really the thing that I wish that and that's, you know what, Manuel, you're not wrong. You're 100% right. I could have done way better pumping AMC than these idiots could have, and I would have done way better just in general. I probably wouldn't have had to get it, you know, go back to work. I could have just done this. Of course, I wouldn't do that. I would rather be and this has always kind of been true, but I would always rather be, you know, kind of doing something a little different. I never wanted to be the same as everybody else. And that's just, you know, me. I'm a Sagittarius, okay? As we talk about astrology, we watch that astrologer. By the way, where the hell is that guy? I'm going to look him up. I forget his damn name of his damn channel. Yeah, you like that one, Model 3? Now I introduce myself. Now I understand now. Allow myself to introduce myself. I work for myself. Here it is. Yep, Market Moon Lord. That's him, Market Moon Lord. So, I always rather have fewer subscribers, knowing that, hey, I'm putting forth an honest effort. I'm not lying. You know, if I don't know something, I'm going to be upfront about that, and I'm going to try to figure it out. Wow, he's so close to 1,000 subscribers. Damn, look at that. Wow. R.I.P. Paper Hands. Okay. I think this would be a good place to end if we look at this astrology video, you know, right? Oh shit. Goddamn Q. But it seems like most of these people who talk about AMC on YouTube are clearly doing it for whatever multiple streams of income they have for that, you know. Ad revenue, which, by the way, I have an idea for the ad revenue if this channel reaches a point where it could be monetized. But I'll reveal that later. But I think it's a unique idea. I don't know. I talked about it on here before, actually. But we'll see. All right. The blue moon of Neptune. This is crazy.
Welcome back to another financial astrology update video. AMC DD you absolutely cannot get anywhere else. I'm your host, Jason Alexander.
Well, that might be for a reason. There might be a reason that you can't get this anywhere else. I'm just saying.
The blue moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. And today we're going to be going over AMC's moon phase analysis along with the SPY's moon phase analysis. And we're going to be looking at AMC's earnings dates with this astrology chart. I'm also going to give you guys a brief introduction of what I think about this up and coming potential recession and potential market crash based upon Pluto being in the last degrees of Capricorn and
oh my God. Oh my God.
Being retrograde. And we can see right here on Yahoo Finance, Pluto's interest in Capricorn in the 1760s coincide with the American Revolution and Industrial Revolution. But in 2008, it definitely corresponds with the Great Recession. Okay.
So what can we take from that little piece right there? It's associated with the American Revolution, the Industrial Revolution, and the 2008 market crash. Oh, I see the common thread between all of them. Yeah, I see it. So it could be a good thing or a bad thing. Most likely it has nothing to do with it, and it's nonsense. Pseudo-scientific gobbledygook.
And we know, we've been talking about how the 29th degree of any sign and the 0 degree of any sign is the most powerful degrees. Pluto.
Lynn, I'm so glad that you're here to see this time with us live. I'm so glad that you're here to see it. Last time I was like, oh my God, Lynn would love this.
It's currently in the 29th degree of Capricorn, and it just went retrograde. It's a pretty big deal. But before we get started on all this powerful DD you absolutely cannot get anywhere else, go ahead and smash that like button if you'd like to show me forward. Let's get started. Stars, you navigate. Okay, the Moon Lords know what this is. It's the AMC Moon Phase chart. If you don't know how to trade the Moon Phases, check out my How to Trade the Moon Phase video. Okay, so this is just a continuation from last week's video. Okay, in my last two videos, I did mention this $13 level being a possibility. I also said I would add there if we did. While it was happening, I did say it in my Discord that I did buy some more AMC and G.
Oh, look, he bought some more AMC at 13. Yes. Good job. Boy, the moon steered you the wrong way, didn't it, pal? Oh, my God. Wow. I mean, yeah. There's a million ways to lose money. This has got to be one of the most creative that I've ever heard of. Oh, my God. Oh, but dude, bro, it's going to squeeze.
Me at this moment.
There is no squeeze.
Hopefully this was the bottom for now. We come into Monday with a nice catalyst, which is the AMC earnings. Another thing I like about Monday is this right after a quarter moon that we're having on Sunday. If you look at the new yellow circles that I have on the chart, all those are moves.
So basically any moon event is going to, something significant happens. How is that possible? This is regular. It's a regular cycle. What in the fuck?
On a
it's
quarter
a regular
moon
cycle.
Right after a quarter moon, which leads me to believe that this earnings report could be a nice catalyst to the
I love it. Lynn's like, you know what? Recession would be this and that and this and that if it wasn't all bullshit. Oh, I love it.
The bearish scenario is we get a bad earnings report, we get pushed down. The next area of support based on the moon phases would be around the 1050, and that's definitely where I will be adding if we happen to fall. Now remember guys, we have the full moon eclipse on May 16th. That's gonna be an absolute banger. If you guys want more details on the eclipse, check out those eclipse videos that I did previously. The last 3 videos have been about that eclipse. Coming over to the SPY daily chart, is actually looking stronger than AMC based on the moon phases because it hasn't fallen below where it started on that new moon. Okay, so as long as the SPY stays above this 408,
sounds like he's whispering because his mom's asleep in the next room or something. Like why does it sound like I don't
really too worried about the SPY? I'm very hopeful that it's going to continue to bounce,
trying to be like relaxing or something.
New moon phase leading to that full moon eclipse, which is going to be on May 16th. Okay, now as far as volume, the volume is going higher on the SPY, which is good. The volume started increasing during the waxing period. The stochastic.
The volume started to increase during the waxing period. Well, okay, so that's like a positive beta then, I guess, right? The moon beta or something. As the moon waxes, the volume was increasing. Holy shit.
Around the neutral level.
Mysterious? That's a way to
I mean, I am hopeful that we could get a reverse. Now, if the SPY does not hold this 408 support, the next level of support would be around that $400 range, $399. Okay, so we have the AMC astrology chart. We're looking at May 9th for...
Here you go, Lynn. This section's for you.
Right when we should get earnings for AMC. And I just want to remind everyone about this Pluto, which I've been talking about, which is conjunct.
I need to find this software.
And AMC's ascendant.
Wow. Whoa. That was too fast, buddy. We can't read it that fast. Come on. Pluto represents deep transformations, mutations, and eliminations, sexuality and magnetism, power and secrets, destruction with a view to regeneration, the phoenix rising from the ashes. Its element is indefinite, burning like lava in fusion. ? It rules Scorpio, and it is in exaltation and Pisces, and is in analogy with the sexual organs and excretion. It represents dictators, sadistic people, violent characters, is instinctive and powerful, but also mysterious with hidden strengths. Characterology, emotive or non-emotive. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is basically the whole of the Barnum effect. The Barnum effect, or the Forer effect, Forer effect. But that's the psychological cognitive bias that this type of stuff tends to play on in humans. It's the same thing with a horoscope. Have you ever noticed that you can read any horoscope, not your own, and if you don't know that it's not your horoscope, and somebody tells you it's your horoscope, you'll be like, oh yeah, oh okay. No, it's a cognitive bias. It's well known. P.T. Barnum, the circus guy, exploited this as well. But technically, I guess the definition, it's the tendency for people to believe that characteristics more accurately describe them as opposed to other members of a group. So your horoscope describes you, but in reality, it really doesn't. It's about the same for everybody, but it's a tendency to believe that it is. Anyway, I got really into cognitive biases last year. Why do you think that was? It's like cognitive bias bingo, seriously, with the apes.
AMC's Venus.
Okay.
And
we know that AMC earnings was you know, well, we don't know actually because I didn't look at the earnings yet. So I'm just going to skip this whole section. But he's talking about the market crash with Pluto and Capricorn here.
Just in case we get a nice pop. So you guys know we've been calling out the
which
Pluto.
Can be fun, but not applied to money. That's right on, Lynn. You said it. And, you know, and bad backs in a different way. Make horoscopes bland for that reason. It's the same. That's exactly it. You know, it's the same with psychics. You know, there's a lot of things that use this technique, and it can very much be used to manipulate people.
Returning to the U.S. Pluto, that would happen in this year would be a banger, and so far it has been. And I'm paying even more attention to Pluto now because leading into this current Pluto retrograde, the stock market started going crazy, investigations started going down. Obviously, Pluto rules secrets and things being investigated, so perfect timing there. I laid out in my last video all the times Pluto has been retrograde. When it comes out of retrograde, the shadow period, and the stock market is making big moves around these times. So I will be tracking Pluto throughout this retrograde period and its shadow period. And I'm going to be tracking it going out of Capricorn and into Aquarius to further make predictions on where the stock market may be going. And keep in mind, this Pluto is right on top of AMC's Ascendant and Venus. Now,
I mean, I don't understand how you could ever believe that this has actually any impact. I mean, on anything really, but I'm just going to zero in on the stock market. Like this is, we've talked about magical thinking. We've talked about, you know, grifting, all this stuff. This is the epitome of magical thinking. I don't see anything else that it is. How in the hell? What is he actually? I mean, I know. But my question is, what does he think the actual mechanics for this working are? Or is it truly like magic? I don't know. I can't believe. I'm pretty sure I found this video. Usually Manuel finds all the cool shit. I'm pretty sure I found this one because I remember saying that. So go me, but not really. Here's a perfect example of how somebody like this would respond to a question. Another great one. Should I sell or hold my stocks? Shares losing, even Tesla. Here's the response. That is tough, but I can't imagine the market going much lower unless we have a real collapse. For now, I am dollar cost averaging little by little each week to accumulate shares. Okay? This was 2 days ago. Now, it also doesn't say that it's about AMC, but she mentions Tesla. Hang on, I got to do something here real quick. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, but you know, so that's a real ambiguous answer. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, here's what the fucking stars say. Okay, but let's just use Tesla as the example. Jesus Christ. I mean, seriously. Couldn't imagine it going much lower, eh? I mean, I guess it's not that much lower. I met you at my show, yelling and screaming on the front. It's only like 7% lower. That's okay. I mean, Maybe we take it from the top to the bottom. 12.5%. It was 800 and now it's 700. How about that? You promised me a threesome last week. Another girl. It's hard to find. What about what's her name? She changed her mind. Now, okay. Remember how we looked at the volume profile on AMC and we saw that line and it was right at $10 and that's right where it stopped and it kind of bounced from it? That's a good way to look at zones where that would happen, where it could happen, where it might happen, where it has a higher probability of happening. Okay? So that's something you can use. This is something, I mean, it's technical analysis. Some people would equate that with astrology and say it's just as nonsensical. But the difference is a lot of people are looking at these same levels, so there's going to be some validity to it just because people are going to be looking at the same information. They're going to be doing it. You look at the planets and stuff, I mean, there's only a handful of people, I mean, really a handful, that are looking at that. Not enough to even create a self-fulfilling prophecy, which you sometimes get with TA. So, yeah, this is much more reliable. And it's, you know, and it's not even really that, I guess, reliable, but I mean, as if you zoom out far enough, when in doubt, zoom out, right? This could go, this thing is going to go down a lot more. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. Unlike the other guy, it's very easy to imagine this thing flushing down, and I don't think that we'll be out of this big, this everything bubble until this motherfucker is back down here, back down to, no pun intended, back down to earth. Cracked myself up. Now I want to show one more thing before I sign off tonight, and look at this right at 10:30. A while ago, I looked at this chart. I don't even remember when this was, okay? And I put on this price action. I said, here's probably what it's going to do or something. I don't remember what I said. I said, you know, and I put this, it's in here. It's called Ghost Feed. And it's like you can draw in candles. Oops. This is what I put in, okay? I don't even know if I was being serious. This is what I put in. Right here, and here's where it is. I mean, it's lower, but I was actually pretty surprised. Now that's daily. We can go down to like an hour, and it's lower, yes, but you know, it's not that much lower. It's not that much lower. GameStop, guys, DRS your shares. DRS your shares. It's the only way. That is the way to the MOAS. That's what they say anyway. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too unimpressed by that. Although, you know, we knew it was going down. Look at the control point on this one. And this thing is gonna go way down to, oh my God. At least, yeah, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I got to get out of here. It's 10:30. It's a school night. I mean, a work night. I got to work tomorrow. I appreciate all of the people in the live chat participating. I do apologize for the latency. And you know, what can I say? I've never actually had a live stream scheduled for later in the future, and then did a live stream in the meantime. So I learned my lesson on that. Now I know that you have to change that each time, whatever. We will be looking at the earnings call on Friday. Hope to see you all. I know some of you will be here. Antoinette, hope to see you on Friday night as well. Although there's a good chance you probably have a life. So if that's the case, then I understand. But anyway, I appreciate it. Have a good night. Join Finance Chat if you're not already a member of that chat. The link's in the description for that. It's also in magenta. Or no, I'm sorry. It's in green, the bottom left of the screen. Green on the screen. Follow me on Twitter. That's in magenta. And like the video. I know all you guys did already. And I think that's about it. So